Hello, and welcome back to CrestVahllen D&D, The Argent Flame. This will be episode 25, Welcome to Minheim. Without further ado, let's get into the recap of the previous episode. The creature flees down the tunnel, realizing that it has a better chance to escape than it does surviving the onslaught of the Argent Flame. Log then blasts it with eldritch ferocity through the looking flame, causing a black, resin-like critter to squirt from the fetish creature's form. Combative insanity follows as a hectic chase down the tunnel spreads the group dangerously thin. Log's astral form steps through the silver flame-like veil, floating and flying down the tunnel in pursuit. Sofka darts down the tunnel in saber-toothed tiger form as the creature sends multiple bolts of lightning back down the tunnel. Sofka gets hit with its head spike and has her wisdom permanently drained. The half-elf druid gets teleported beyond the event horizon by Trisheni, perhaps traumatized by the event. Eventually, Sofka is the only one within range, causing a tidal wave of water, followed by a wave of rats to descend upon the powerful creature. Its form lifeless and defeated, the eldritch aberration dissolves into an inky ichor that streams back down the tunnel, back through Log's eyes flame, and is shut in his book within the void. Now, welcome back to CrestVahllen. Hello, and welcome back to CrestVahllen D&D The Argent Flame. Last we left off, the creature that wrenched itself from the book of Log's tome, and then from his void, was at one foot in the plane of reality with some help from Cole, were able to then give the group and the Argent Flame one of their fights of their lives. It's just recently defeated. Sofka with the tidal wave of rats. The aftermath of the combat is splayed in the tunnel around you. As the creature, or whatever the resin ichor form of it, into your eye, past you as you're floating there.
So I assume that means I still have 10 intelligence.
Yes, you do. Yeah. So there was there's definitely like some sort of innate link between the two. Like it kind of got recalled back to where it was being like a tether or something, that because it doesn't really have anywhere else to go, and like its actual corporeal form. It's weird. There's a bunch of stuff you don't know. All of this is super weird. You still have your aura vitality up?
So I'll give 12 to Cole, 14 to Cole, 12 to Trisheni, and 7 to Sokka.
Great. And you are healing Conk, correct?
I'm mending him, yep.
Sofka comes like limping back down the tunnel. You guys, it was freaking crazy. Did you see all the rats?
No?
I heard them. Yeah.
Damn it.
They were really, no, I thought I saw a couple like come towards their feet, but
It was like tens of thousands. Okay. It's fine. All right.
My ghost is going to float over to Cole, and I'm incorporeal, but I'm still going to slap him. You know what you did.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Cole just sees that. I was saying just go through his head. And then I start floating back to my buddy.
I'm going to walk over to Log with my hammer and be like...
It starts like, it catches flame. Like its flame kind of sparks off of it.
There's like an E.T. moment.
right.
Yeah.
Did that hurt you?
Did it hurt me?
No. Tingles.
It kind of tingled a little bit.
Your hammer is now like
Is it charged? Like
it's engulfed in the silvery flame of him, because it kind of like sparked off and ignited the thing. It's just like it's like lighting a match with a candle. You know?
I wonder if I can use this.
What would you use it for, do you think?
Can you wake him up with it?
I can try.
I mean, you.
I can go over and see if I can kind of channel this flame into Log's chest.
I mean, you kind of.
More flame being inserted into his body. Yeah.
Nothing could go wrong here.
I mean, we just killed the thing, so, that's not a problem.
I'm channeling his soul into his body.
Okay. You want to like try to reforge his soul into his body? Interesting. So the reason why, just to review, the reason why you are incapacitated is because you're intelligent. You're technically like catatonically brain dead, as it were. And the only reason why you're still alive is because your medulla oblongata is still working for reasons unknown. Because that's the mechanics of how the ability works. Otherwise, if it didn't specifically say in an ability, you would be straight up like brain dead when your intelligence reaches 0. It's a little wonky because it's not like his wisdom that's missing and his like perception. It is his intelligence. But you are free to try what it is that. Why don't you explain to me what it is that you were attempting to do?
I'm now rethinking it because I'm like, well, if I do that, that might basically trap your fun new ghost form that you can actually communicate in your body.
That's true.
So maybe I shouldn't try to basically reinsert your soul into your body to be permanent.
Right.
Just a thought around that.
Logical.
Yeah, it is the soul forge hammer, not the mind forge hammer.
Yeah. So I'm changing my mind. But what do you think I can do with this flame on my hammer?
I mean,
It's hot.
It's a little warm, but to you,
Do I feel like it could burn something?
you could certainly try. Says the guy who burned.
I'm gonna.
take a little piece off the cart and
Yeah.
burn it if you want. Oh! You could burn part of the blanket from.
I mean, I'm all about burning his things.
Did you guys kill it?
So
Zimdek's over there working on his.
I mean, I was all the way back down at the end, so you guys are like...
But you would have saw the crazy thing, right?
No, I was 400 feet back.
No, when it went into his eye.
Yeah, you would have seen
Yeah.
the Icar go Oh, yeah. to the...
I saw
You were
that happen.
working on Conk at the Tappin, but yeah.
Right. I was seeing it fly past me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my hammer under the guy's clothes to see if it lights on fire.
It does light on fire. Just let it burn.
Yeah, I don't put out fires.
Okay. You guys watch Argus light
Naslin on
Naslin's
fire.
blanket on fire.
probably put the towels.
I love how you guys are debating.
Does he wake up?
Um,
I'm too
Nope.
busy fixing. I'm too busy fixing conks.
I'm trying to figure out where I could put the hammer without putting out the fire and still have it on me.
Just permanently
You're
carrying
like-
it around now.
trying to figure it out, like you wish you had one of those contractor jeans with the hammer on the denim, so you could just put it right there.
I got one of those if you want to.
Oh, he does have one of those. Sure. Yeah.
But I don't want to light it on fire, and then it will just fall.
It's leather. It's fine.
Can we change it so that it's not on you? I don't want this to be on you.
You want to take off your apron?
No. I can work on something for you.
Okay.
I'm sure your mom can make something.
I'll put out the fire begrudgingly.
What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
He's paying us.
I don't go around kicking your deity stuff around.
Oh my god.
We don't go around
I'm not-
burning allies.
I'm not trying.
Zemdak.
Really?
Don't
Taking
go
this quite
around
serious.
Wait,
Burning.
okay. I'll just take the blanket off of him, and we can let the blanket continue.
Sorry,
to burn.
That is perfectly fine.
Okay, all
Pretty
right.
good
I'm
phone
sorry.
call there.
That is a good
I'll
point.
pick the blanket up and keep it up in the air and just like
So yeah, I would just go right back to
mage
fixing.
hand, you know.
Zemdak probably thinks that's hilarious.
Yeah, I just go back to fixing conk, giggling to myself.
So yeah, he does. Naslin does not have a blanket anymore. It's just hanging up via mage hand in the air, burning away.
It is a part of my religion
still
to
asleep.
not put out fire.
I
See him
I
like
think
roll
it's-
over. He's like, close the window.
This, I'm completely fine with this. Can be a little cold.
Okay. The evening is still yours. Skafka is like kind of like beds down or like just sits down and starts playing with Nico. You're okay. You're okay. You survived. You're good. Good.
Soft good. Get me more rats.
With the
From those rats.
from the time, yeah.
So I have to stick around.
One more rat.
Yay!
Who'd she lose? She lost.
She lost Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Got one more rat. This is a very young rat. It hasn't even grown to full size yet. Maybe or teenager rat. Well, not teenage, but you understand.
Between.
Tween rat.
Wasn't there another one? A little boy or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little man.
Girlfriend,
Man.
little
Something.
man.
Yeah.
Girlfriend for little man. Yeah. Collecting rats. Good. So the evening is yours, guys. I don't believe you guys bedded down yet, because before you bed down, you like did this whole experiment with
Yep.
log.
Correct.
Nobody talked to anybody about that. Just somebody decided to do an experiment with
Open your
dog.
void now.
I said I had a thought of how
My
I could
magic
hear
said if
him,
I had
and
to do it
then
every
Yeah,
turn,
yeah,
then
yeah.
people
five-
started helping me out.
Yeah.
I'm
So
back in now.
So he's back in his void. The flame is still
we
up.
talked about it.
Okay,
His eye.
so you
So
were
you
back
can
in.
see what's kind of happening around you as long as like, you know, it's because you see the ceiling because you're laying on your back, right? So as long as, but you can hear the ambient voices around as if there was like a hole in the wall.
Is his arcane okay?
Would you like to check?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Roll an investigation check.
Do you want some
Four.
help?
You can't seem to like get your fat fingers under the flame to like check. So you don't know. You keep like accidentally putting your finger through the hole. You're like, sorry. Don't mean to keep fingering you.
It's really weird from this angle.
I was checking on your arcane.
It's like, you ever watch that old
don't
America's
steal
Funniest
it.
Home videos where the guy's like constantly working with the camera and like turning and trying to change it. It's weird, guys. On the camera trying to fix
No.
it, but he didn't know he was recording himself.
I take my copper wire and point like into Log's eye. So can you still hear? I would imagine that the barrier would still be normal. Like, are you can communicate back?
So I can communicate back? Yeah, no, yeah, I can totally hear you.
Excellent. What if I don't use this? And then can you hear me now?
I can still hear it. Yeah.
Can you communicate back? Can you talk back to me?
Do I have to do it telepathically, or am I able to just speak?
What do you do? You tell me what you do.
First, I'm just going to just say regularly, speak normally.
Yeah, it's like looking through like a mirror from like
So it's kind of like
Communication.
muffled almost as it comes out
there's
to
like
our
that small
side.
sound of the flame that's like erupting. But yeah, it's like you can hear him. It's like a tiny little log. It's the apple of his own eye, you know, in his eye. But you, it's much bigger, so you can see people in like their full size.
Okay, good. Well,
It's a little weird in here, but
looks like it. Yeah.
it's very roomy, though. So,
What does the book look like?
Cole's gonna lock behind with Log and go, I'm sorry, but the draw just got the better of me there.
I get in, you know, I don't think you guys could hear me before, but I could hear you that whole time. And you know, it means a lot what you guys have been doing. And I just want you guys to know that.
Of course. I mean, this is what friends do for each other. I think we've been, through so many things already, right? Together. Hell, we've all died.
And I was trying to help, I swear.
You know, I know how helping sometimes turns out. So,
We all tried to help there, Zemdak. I don't think any of us really did that spectacular. Except for maybe Sofka, apparently.
I don't know. Is it still trying to get out of your book?
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, what is going on with the book now?
The book is closed. The claws and the jaw is latched together.
It's not jumping or moving.
Do you want to open it?
Nope. So like, am I able to like lift it from the lectern?
Yeah.
Or here, does it like put it back in my arm, or is it like since I'm in this?
You try to like open up your arm and your arm doesn't open.
Okay.
It's way too meta.
When you're
very
awake,
accepting.
this is where it is.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna carry it, hold on to it, just so that I'm like reinforcing it in case it tries
Your little
to
blankie.
open. Just yeah,
Holding it shut.
security book.
You got it.
I gotta fix conch, so if you guys want to get to sleep, I'll take first watch.
Okay. I mean,
I do have to say. Well, how long does it take to fix it?
The minute to cast mending. Mending only does like a D8's worth of.
Oh, right. So it's only going to take you really a couple minutes to
Right.
actually repair him. That's fine. I was going to say if you were fixing him the whole time, you can't really keep watch, but it's only going to be a very small portion of your actual watch. That's fine.
Sort of like tinkering on him and
Yeah.
keeping watch and tinkering and
Sure.
keeping watch.
That's fine.
yeah.
You guys want to bed down then?
I mean, because you made some soup already tonight, so I think we probably need dinner.
Yes,
Uh,
I did. It wasn't great,
What? I mean,
but it was okay.
good.
If I remember correctly, my role.
It was fine. I think it was fine. I
Yeah.
don't think it was like fantastic.
No.
We never came up with the official name yet. We were thinking Ratsputin's mischiefs, but then the whole argument about whether mischief would be misconstrued came up too. So, do we
I got a new
think about
one.
it? Yeah.
The Ring of Fire.
It's good work.
Double penetration.
Yeah, that looks really weird for my side.
Yeah.
Fist the flame.
This whole flame.
Oh, fist the flame.
No.
Burning aperture.
I mean, we could always go back to
Could be.
we could always go back to our old one that we talked about before, the crowbar advantage.
I mean, that is a good one.
Penetration advantage?
No.
That was
Two
Burning
better than
aperture
one.
just sounds like the night after combo. Is that what you said?
What?
No,
No.
that's what I said.
No.
No, I said two's better than one.
Let's stop engaging.
all I seriously said was the name that our almost name originally, which was the crowbar advantage.
But I heard
Yeah.
Hammer the hole.
Hammer in the hole.
hammer the hole.
But okay, I'm sorry. Would we be introduced to like monarchs and stuff as hammer the hole? If we
Yes.
did that way?
I mean, you just like imagine it being echoing throughout a hall.
Now introducing Hammer the Hole. Double penetration.
Flames go up on the side of the stage.
I can't write any of these names down.
Finger in the fist.
Finger in the fist. That's just a hand.
No, I believe that's more.
It's a fist and a finger.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness.
It's 5 and 6.
No.
Right.
Log, you got any names?
Yeah, look.
No.
Why was that so funny?
Did he lose his intelligence?
Possibly.
Oh, that got me. I got a good giggle on that one.
Log in the fire starters.
Oh, we're going back to the roots. Okay.
Log Circus and the Ring of Fire.
Logs hole. Logs fire hole.
Log and the powder crew.
There's a lot of powder.
Three flame circus, something like that.
Three flame circus. That's
Three flame.
Three flame circus.
Like a three-lane. But
The arcane conundrum.
that's not bad because, we have a lot of arcana.
With a K.
Yeah, it's got to be spelled with a K.
Okay.
Is conundrum spelled with a K too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
This hurts so bad. That way, guys. Don't. Oh.
No. We got to spell it that way. That way Log can fill out forms.
Right. You were used to be worked as a scribe too, so this is
I know this hurts. This hurts.
spelling, guys, spelling. But intentional spelling is its own.
Yeah, exactly.
Trishan is not amused.
Only if we do the K backwards too on both of them.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
All right.
Cole like drawn the numbers like this.
Yes, exactly.
Arcane conundrum. How many like new things am I gonna have to make?
No.
This is just our alias.
Yeah.
Alias that is going to be on the.
Welcome for your viewing pleasure, the Arcane Conundrum.
I feel like the K should be stacked, so it's like arcane and then conundrum starts.
Oh,
Like, right
yeah.
over the other K.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like it.
Oh, no, that's a good idea.
Take notes.
Cole's like crossed out and like readjust like this, Log.
Yeah, like that.
I guess.
Can we put the K's backwards?
Yeah. Wait, you caught that?
Oh, yeah, wait.
Wait, Log, you can read?
Yeah.
I mean,
Been working on
I can
it.
tell some letters.
He's been working on it.
You have.
You can like straight up read now.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the 10.
Yeah.
If it's in common, then yeah.
Well, it would be uncommon for this.
I guess it could be a nice band name too if you ever needed a fake band name. If you ever perform on stage during our travels too.
Maybe. That's what That's where Rasputin's mischief would be.
There you go.
Band
Yes,
name.
yes. And with the rats playing in the background on tiny xylophones or something,
Little violins.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay.
Boots, you can make that, right?
Sure.
So Arcane Conundrum with the K spelled backwards and stacked.
Why not?
Works for me.
All right.
I still like double penetration.
Yeah, I mean,
You would like them.
Who does this? Oh man.
maybe that can be a third alias or something.
How do we go?
I have to take things less seriously.
I know.
What have you done?
It's dice. So,
Don't you put that evil on me?
How is that my fault?
It's not anybody's fault. The universe made a decision.
so while you've been in there the past few days, haven't actually, like, your consciousness hasn't actually had the sleep, right?
Trying to make Log you watch.
Because, I mean, places like time's wonky here, so it's not like I've laid down to sleep.
No, but the fact that they were like taking care of you and your body was in like unconscious mode,
Yeah.
allowed you to like take the long rest, for example. Suppose if you wanted to prop him up, could look in one direction.
Well, that's basically Revik when Revik was doing
Yeah.
watch, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you wanted to do that, yeah.
Okay. Are you fine with us doing that? If we prop you up and...
Not always the most perceptive, but, I can give it a shot.
I mean, you do see better than a lot of us, though, so...
That's true. So now it's like a porthole, kind of.
Like having blinders on, kind of.
I mean, but you've been able to extract your soul.
It's right. It's hard to maintain for an extended period. I can jump out and wave.
You could jump out and do a perimeter and come back.
What are you...
Do you need me to give you a handout, Log? I mean, it worked before with that creature. Maybe it'll work with you.
I don't know if I need any more hands going.
Imagine the things we could pull. You
necessarily.
hopping out of the stone, him
Okay,
hopping out of his
Fingers.
unconscious body.
So non-consensual. Okay. All right.
I'm talking about more double penetration, aren't you?
Yes.
We'll leave. You guys don't need it.
I mean, a ghost popping out of the stone and a ghost popping out of a dead body. You get a lot
That's it
of
for today.
we get a lot of like passing through solid objects going on with like
Very true.
two different bodies.
Semi-permeable membrane.
Yeah.
Makes up. Pop out.
That could be fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, he already thinks I'm Morden, right?
You guys are terrible.
Oh, it's just
Okay, so are
kind
you,
of shitty, you know.
okay, so are you guys going to bed, or are you guys
Yeah,
doing
now that
anything
we
else?
now that we have a name.
Zemdak, you keeping watch, or are you keeping watch?
I mean, I'll stay up and
Okay,
so
you
I'm not
prop
doing
him
anything
up?
else.
Okay, yeah, you can easily enough prop him up. So he's looking one way down the tunnel. Zemdak, you can look the other way.
I'm
down.
drooling even more heavily now that I'm propped up.
So like, yeah, because your head is like fall, it can't be propped up. Like the
What?
the hilts of the
You don't think Zemdak can contract something?
I mean, they pick in.
I mean,
think it would be
there's
funny.
some of us that can kind of like.
I mean, it's kind of like a baby neck, right? So
Yeah, he's
like,
got baby neck. I'm over there doing baby neck. I love how we got that on camera.
he's not going to be like sitting straight up looking. He's going to be
I'll
like,
stay up. I'll stay up on watch for a little bit. And when I'm staying up, I'll just pull out my mage hand and
Once in a while, just fix your head.
yeah.
Alright, I'm going to bed. You guys are not.
Yeah, I'm a little tired too.
Okay,
Put a dome
so
up for
Yeah, I'm putting the dome up.
okay, dome is up. Well, you can only put the dome up after you go to sleep.
Right, but I will put the dome up.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Perception.
no, I mean, as long as he stays within it, he can put
Right,
it
but it only lasts 8 hours. The way TJ runs,
right.
Yeah.
I have to do it after I fall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only because if you walk out of it, it's gone. Yeah. So perception checks for those that keep it on.
8.
That makes sense. You've got blinders on.
Right, yeah.
23.
23.
Nat 20 for Shakar for a 21.
You just sleep. Oh my god.
17 for me, and then when I go to sleep, 12 for Kong.
23. You, Nicole, see quite a few of the rats that are just kind of left over, nibbling in some of like the leftover things that were the detritus that were thrown around. Just kind of be like, oh, there's a card here. There's some food that we smell. Everything. Oh, there's some crumbs here, and they're just like, so there's quite a few rats. It's like good like 20 or 30 rats just kind of chilling around your campsite now.
Nudge log and then straighten him back up and go.
Yeah.
Look, Zalka really what to do all that?
He's like, I can't look.
Yeah.
Oh,
See him.
great, thanks.
Should have puppeted.
Nothing happens during your watch, Sundeck. Trisheni,
For Shakar got 21. Shakar's just up all the time.
so while Safka's sleeping, Shakar notices Safka appears to have like somewhat of a night terror. Maybe some fallout from what she experienced while in the event horizon.
We want to talk to us after she got back.
She wanted to play with the rats, which it makes sense if that's like her comfort zone.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys wake up the next morning. It is the 21st, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
Roll for the heart. Who wants to do it?
Who wants to roll the heart? This is a big one.
Well, I was going to scare, what's his face?
Okay. Yeah, you want to scare what's his face? You still have to do a roll to pull yourself out.
Well, yes, that's what I was about to do.
Yeah.
Rolled a nat 20 and gamed in about 5 sessions.
It could be the time.
So it's going to be a 22.
Oh yeah, you for sure pull yourself out with extreme force.
And yeah, just right to him. Ah!
Roll a intimidation.
21.
21. As he screams is the loudest pitch you've ever heard before. And he goes, oh! Falls back asleep. Unconscious.
Worth it.
Yeah. At least we won't have to listen to him for a while.
At some point during the night, with a 24 stealth, I cast Prestidigitation.
Okay.
I just rolled a nat 20.
For the heart.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah?
You just said that had been 5 sessions.
Everybody, yay!
Just rolled an important nat 20.
That's huge!
Yeah.
Wow, guys. Okay.
I turn Cole's hair blue.
His beautiful blonde hair. Wow.
Like what shade of blue?
Like bright electric blue.
Fantastic. fantastic.
Screw you, Cole likes that.
You have to look
like this.
I know, right?
This color. Yep. Painter's tape.
That is not something.
Painter's tape blue.
What color are your irises?
Green.
Green. So you got blue
With the
hair,
red
red. Yeah.
You look like you just get out of a breakup.
I'm in the middle of a breakup with reality.
A reality breakup. Great. You wake up. I assume at some point you notice that your hair is blue.
I don't know how long is it. Does it fall into your face?
It's a bun that comes down a little bit. Yeah.
Kind of reminiscent of what
It's
TJ's hair actually is.
Cool.
yeah, actually kind of
How
like
would
mine.
you-
So I guess you wouldn't notice immediately unless you
Unless you're looking at my shield.
like untie and retie your hair every day.
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, so because you know how that is.
I do know that.
So I probably wouldn't go see it and go, fuck yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually. Damn it. Fantastic.
So it took about half a month for the heart to recharge this time, and I feel
Okay.
like we were still lucky on that.
Okay, so the heart is up.
Or
Argus,
more.
you like wake up and you've got the heart in your hand and you're like,
Yeah.
Because of the silver flame.
That was key.
Guys, the heart's beating.
Cool. Can I have it?
Eh?
I don't know.
What? What?
Wait, you don't want to do something with it?
Yeah. We'll use it. I mean,
You gonna use it on what?
something fun.
Like what?
In or on?
Like I thought we were gonna do log.
I mean, do we have to?
I mean, do you want to keep wiping my ass?
there's a little voice in your head click. Doesn't Argus's beard look like burnt olive bread?
I mean, prestidigitation takes care of it for me. I'm not doing a whole lot of work. You're fine like that, right?
I mean, this is going to get really complicated in another battle.
Yeah, this
Are
is.
you all right, Boots?
I mean, we're just so serious all the time. Thought we could use it for something fun.
I'm pretty sure that we're not very serious most of the time.
You guys just discussed of the names in your group, and 90% of them were phallic or sexual in nature.
Innuendos off the chart.
Okay.
Fine. Give it the
I
log.
mean, if you had an idea, that would be a whole different discussion.
Right.
But to just use it doesn't
I
seem
mean,
like
he's gonna wake up eventually, anyways, right?
we don't know that
Maybe.
for sure. Do we?
I mean, there's a possibility after, like, maybe being. I would imagine if you're arrested for a while, right? Maybe. Like, if you take a sabbatical. But
Yeah. So I mean, like, come on. What else can we do with it?
Pardon me.
what do you want to do with
I
it?
don't know. We always use it for the same thing. Just like heal this person and heal that person.
Does
Really only has the one purpose.
I mean, we've never played around with it though.
Right, that's why we asked what you wanted to do with it.
I don't know. I'm just
You're
saying.
the one who. You're
It's
the
gonna
ideal
take-
one.
It's gonna take like another.
Well, you're at least the smart ideal one. Log and I are the fun ideal ones.
I don't know. My last idea wasn't all that smart.
What are you talking about? He has an awesome flame eye.
And I can talk to you guys now. While you wipe my ass.
Seizures, alien creatures popping out of his eyeball. It
Right,
wasn't.
after you stabbed him with some god awful concoction.
Yeah,
Is that why it hurt like fuck at the beginning?
I was helping.
By the way, you threw me against a wall when I tried to help you.
That's
I
right.
don't think that was me.
Something in there threw me against a wall.
Well,
It
yeah,
was,
there
it was not him. It was straight darkness. I was able to banish it.
I think it's the. It wanted out.
You were the one who's trying to help the freaking
You don't know
demon
that.
monster.
You have no idea about that.
I'm just saying, for once, like, it's not,
That's true. I was confused. I don't know.
other than waking log up, it's not, like, immediately useful. So, like, can we do something fun with it?
Well, yeah, when you have an idea of something fun, we can totally do something
But
fun.
it's going to take, like, another month for that thing to recharge.
Oh, you're saying we need to use it right now?
No.
I don't want to be carrying
So it'll
longer
take
out
another
for a
month to
We
recharge.
got a cart. You're not carrying anything.
But he
But
can
it's not on a cart.
also like
That's just semantics.
It is if you wouldn't let me leave him behind like I wanted to.
here.
Like, I stopped you from doing that?
Burn it on log.
It would be on a cart
Damn.
if he hadn't made me bring him with us.
Log, let me at least give you a haircut first before you wake up.
As long as Argus supervises. Wait, no. As long as
Gonna burn you bald.
You know those haircut stylists that you aspire.
Right. I've seen that.
I'm just imagining a bald.
Right, that's what I'm worried about. So
Yeah, so it's shame.
Shave the
Smell of that
bugbear.
hair salon. I can't imagine the smell of that hair salon. Oh,
Of the burnt hair.
Actually, after you say that for Argus, I'm going to project that image into your head for my own.
Right, yeah. No, definitely Drasheni. Definitely Drasheni.
Do you want me to like actually do it? We're both pretty dexterous. Yeah.
Just, just a little off the top.
I can take out my butterfly knife and do it.
Can prestidigitation remove hair? Is that an insignificant enough
it's a very good question.
I mean, it doesn't specifically say that. It's like minor.
It's more illusions
right?
than anything. Like,
No,
yeah,
I mean, like,
It creates a instantaneous, harmless sensory
sensory
effect.
effects. So I don't think it's going to be able to remove hair. Like
You can,
it
like-
change the color of hair. It's more sight, smell, hearing, taste.
you can clean an object, right? So you
Yeah,
can get
but-
rid of stuff.
I'd say you can like what I would say is that you could, if you got a bad haircut, you could shape it up a little bit, make it look a little nicer.
fine.
But if you wanted to like
Style it.
full,
I got an idea.
If you want to like full shave your beard, I don't think so.
I got an idea. I'm going to give you some style. It'll be fine.
What are you thinking?
So she has to agree.
Boots always has the best ideas.
I'm going to like trim the hair around his face. Except for his mustache. I'm going to give him like a good straight up handlebar. And I'll like grease it so that it does like a full curl at the ends.
I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. Are you? But it's up to you. It's your body.
I mean, it's gonna grow back. Like it's not a magic beard like his. So
Right.
I'm trimming down the cheeks so you got like a shaved area here and then like full on mustache and
I mean, and if I don't
bugbear
like it, I can just disguise myself to not have it.
Right. So
then you can use the heart on him.
okay.
All right, deal.
As I'm greasing your mustache, a little bit goes like around your eyes to make like the
Doing the raccoon eyes thing.
raccoon glasses, kind of.
But I see you doing that. I'll be like, that's a little bit much.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
But
He'll like it. He'll like it.
it's going like up here, love.
Well, my hair always goes up there.
No, I mean like it's making it go like
Yeah, exactly. I got this. I got this, Log. I got this.
you said. It'll be fine.
So you want to make his like short hair around his eyes?
No, like, so I do the trimming, but then like as I'm greasing his handlebar, I'm gonna take like the grease and I'm gonna like make
Give him raccoon eyes.
Yeah, give him raccoon eyes.
So
So he's just gonna look like he
black
wants to
grease
kill you
for
all
his-
the time. Like those big.
He's got like Harry Potter glasses and a handlebar mustache. He looks ridiculous.
I can disguise self. It'll be fine.
Right. He never looks like himself anyway.
In a
So
week, it'll be grown back.
It looks better than that when you did like 3 or 4 times ago. That ugly motherfucker you did last time.
I've done a lot of ugly motherfuckers.
It was like 4. It was like 4 different
Steve
changes.
Buscemi, Danny Trejo.
Oh, I know. No. I'm
gonna start listing
that
them.
out there.
Was there any? Did you have any dreams or anything like that? I mean, you're kind of in a weird state right now, anyway, right? Because we didn't see anything happen last night.
Well, there was one night that the Black Hickory stuff was trying to get to the book. And I was trying to not let it get the book, so I took the book and I ran. But then I was running for so long, the lectern, the book, was no longer with me. It just showed up in front of me. And it was weird.
Okay.
All right, well, you guys wake him up. I'm going to go make breakfast. This is boring.
Okay. You guys have the heart. You make breakfast. We make breakfast.
Mushroom stew.
Mushrooms.
I think that's the absolute trail ends of the.
No, I got more stuff from Nasland.
That's right. You bought some more.
Oh,
I
right.
think we might have to wait and not do so much coffee. I only have a little bit. So.
Okay.
He gave me a whole bag full of ingredients, along with 3 gold if I cooked for him. So I've got some
He's
stuff.
like fainted unconscious right now because he woke up, screamed, and
But then he had a whole like night's rest though. So.
Oh yeah. So, but he's fainted unconscious. So he's not like sleeping. He's just
I
like
really wonder what he would do if he had no money on him.
While he's unconscious, I start like rifling through his stuff to see if I can find any like letters or something
roll
like
an
that.
investigation check.
And I find nothing with a 9, probably.
You don't find any like letters or anything. You do find the 2 items on his person that were the collateral.
I put those back because he knows he has those. So
Sure, he knows everything that's on him.
yeah,
Besides those.
Oh, is he still unconscious this morning?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He fainted.
I'm going to take 10 minutes and identify the locket while I'm cooking.
Okay.
Can I have said that I casted Goodberry again last night
Absolutely.
before going to bed, and then great, and then mage armor as you do, and I'll distribute.
Sure, absolutely.
Is there any spell that we guys think we might need today?
well, with how we've been traveling lately, Revivify is probably a good one.
But I always have that planned.
Well,
That's a constant.
there was something you did one time that I thought was very useful, but I can't remember what it was right now. But I thought it
Well, everything I do is super useful.
Of course, I'm just saying, like there was something that was.
Great fires for us.
There was something though that like last day or two I felt like could have been.
It's a lot of things.
I know.
I'm sorry,
The
what?
effect was?
I was distracted.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I asked if there's anything I should prepare today, spell-wise.
I don't know what your spells are. Oh, get your magic bud.
True. You've seen me do a lot of crazy things.
I've seen you worship fire, man. Like most of the stuff you most of the stuff you do is not normal.
Okay, mister, I have Rainmaker come out of my eye.
Right.
I didn't say I was normal.
Okay. I kinda want to make some.
I mean,
That's the wolf slug came out of there and it's like,
It was too good not to do it.
oh yeah, I know. That's why when I popped up, I was like, oh, I got it.
There's not anything that we need. Augury.
I mean, we don't know how
Not
many.
really anything we need to locate.
We don't know how many days we are still out from.
We have no clue where we are.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, I did this say that to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
No, Shani, we're north.
We're lost without a hope.
What? Oh yes. Okay, north and then sorry,
It's the closest to my hometown. I don't know where the hell I am. I mean, we know that he came from this, So
Yeah. Well, there has to be some way, right? So I would say I already rolled for it, but my thing would have procced at that point in time. I'm fine. But that's what would have triggered it. that
Okay,
day.
so what you guys do?
So I'm awake now, right?
You did the.
We haven't done it fully.
We haven't officially done it yet. No, but we are planning on waking you up, yes.
See, I mean, you guys don't really want to do this, do you?
No, I think we do. I mean, because
if you could explain to me a
Did
better.
you not enjoy him scaring the crap out of him?
I think it's funnier when he's like he is now.
Yeah, but like he can't move. If like say we have to
I mean,
run,
he's got his ghost thing now. He can move just fine.
but his body, you know.
I mean, we did just like leave him behind for a
He
while.
did light
yesterday.
my hammer on fire.
But
But I can only do the ghost thing.
Until we get back to
short
Minheim,
bursts.
it's fine. We have a cart to carry him around in.
But sometimes that's not logical. You're
How is
usually
that
very
not
good about that. Because, see, the worm happens again. We have to leave the cart behind because the cart's too heavy for us to pull.
Think about the fun.
That's not...
That doesn't sound like you.
He's in the prank
I mean,
wars. What do
look.
you mean it doesn't sound like
Yeah,
No,
but he
there's
doesn't.
definitely
But it
fun,
comes to like that.
get
He
it,
doesn't
I
sit
get
there and go, "Oh, let me like have something because it'll be fun."
If
He
you
normally
want to use it,
let me do this so I can do this, and that'll be fun.
Are you...
I said you could use it on him. I just think it'd be funny to use on something else. I don't know what yet, but like something.
He normally knows where the line is in the prank wars too.
It's got to be more fun.
I mean, you already did the haircut, so you know your say is now gone.
I mean,
You used your one.
That was the arrangement.
you're a man with an eye patch and a handlebar mustache
And a flaming eyeball.
and a flaming eyeball. If you put like an eye patch over
Where
it,
do artists go?
like you wrap an eye patch over the socket, like does the flame sit above the eye patch?
Because right
yeah,
now-
like
right now
it's
there's
a
a
good, like a
thing
good like centimeter or inch above the
Yeah.
socket of the eye, so it just kind of like hovers there.
I mean, we can't hide that, so
No.
I think it'd
Heart
be.
breaks down.
Right, so you're saying we need to revive it because we can't hide
Conk
it.
can carry him if he has to. I mean,
Conk
it's not the end of the world.
The cart breaks down. Conk, how are you supposed to carry that dude?
We'll leave him behind. Do you really care about that man?
No, but you were
Why
the
is that
one who
coming out
would
of
let
your
me
mouth?
leave him behind. So what the hell is
Yeah,
going on with
yesterday
you?
you were like kowtowing to this.
I wanted to leave him behind yesterday. You were the one.
Fine. You
telling
guys
me
are
we
so
couldn't do
boring. Just wake log up.
You know the thing.
that. Can I
It
inside
messes with
check
people's
him?
heads.
Yeah.
It messed with Cole's head for sure.
I've spent a lot of time
Did it mess with
that,
some decks?
and he still has some of this in him. It's
Possibly.
not a weird thing.
That's
11.
Yep.
Actually, a little weird, but you know, not bad.
But that's a good point, Log. That's the idol does mess around with people's minds. Maybe it did, like you were saying. Maybe it did mess with.
I mean, I was lying on the ground for a lot of that fight.
Guys, I'm
I
fine.
didn't see a lot of.
Like, I only took one hit that entire combat. I'm fine.
Did you really take one hit?
I mean,
The lightning bolt.
from what I could tell. But I also
I don't
went.
think I saw that.
No. Yeah. He shot this lightning bolt out, and it hit Trisheni, and then it went out of her, and it hit us
Do you
too.
think that was cool or bad?
It was cool.
It was.
I mean,
with both.
it was bad that it hurt, but like in a magical sense, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I kind of want to learn that, but it is bad. It is bad.
I mean, if I could make a lightning spell that went like to one target and then out to other targets, that's pretty cool.
Maybe we could.
I mean, you're not wrong.
See? I'm not wrong. I'm fine. I mean, but yeah, go ahead. Use the heart on him. I mean, you don't want to be asleep forever, so it's fine.
Well, I mean, I think you and I are the only ones that can clean his ass with prestidigitation. Everybody else has to wipe his ass.
Yeah, but I mean, like, a couple times a day, he's good. He's not eating that much. He's eating like a good berry a day, and like,
Yeah, have you seen what that does to his insides?
You know, I kind of would like to be able to like drink a beer at some point, and I don't know if that's going to work now.
Oh, but
Well, let's. We
Can you grab
can check.
anything with your
Zemdak,
ghost
you got one of the beers?
I tried to slap him, and it went right through.
And what if you mage hand from inside your eye and grab your beer and drink it into yourself?
Do we have beer?
I didn't grab beer. I grabbed wine and booze. So
Well, then if you want a beer, you have to wait till we get some.
Oh, right, but when I do, I'd like
Wait, look. Here's the deal. You can have wine now and stay like this, or we can bring you back and you can have beer later.
I wonder if you can handle the Gutbuster better in spirit form
God, that
than you
is
could
so
in
mean.
corporeal form.
Well, if I do it in spirit form, it's just going to pass right through me because I'm.
I mean,
Spirit.
when you're in there, though, are you solid or are you still a spirit in there?
Are you trying to hand the Gutbuster through?
Yes, through his eyeball. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. When you're in there, are you solid?
Touch myself.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah.
When he's in his mindscape, is he a solid thing or is he spirit?
He was holding the book and he was running around with it.
Right. Yeah, so as far as I would think I'm solid.
So he's solid.
When I think about it.
So if I hand you the keg of Gutbuster in there,
Don't give him the whole keg.
well, I mean, it's minus a mug for our friend.
Trust me, don't give him the whole keg.
But based on the reactions I've seen, I don't think it tastes all that great. So I'm not going to be getting my name on any plaque if I do it here.
But I mean, it might taste different in Mindscape.
Bite my tongue to see if I taste blood or not.
No blood, but it hurts.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work.
Why don't you try giving him a good berry in his mind?
Just wake him up. This will be a lot less boring if he's awake.
I've never heard you talk about being bored. Your mind's always going constantly.
Do you know how long it's been since I've been in a workshop?
Sadly, yes, I do.
See?
But that doesn't stop boredom.
I just want to build stuff and I can't.
You built something yesterday.
No.
Stab me with it.
But I didn't build anything new. I just combined a bunch of crap I already had.
Isn't that the definition of building things new?
Oh.
Well, here's the thing, though. Can we go buy that anywhere? You made something new. It was not a good thing necessarily, but you made something new.
It didn't exactly work the way I thought it would. So
You gave Log that cool eye you were telling him about that you were going to give him.
I mean, I can't see it, but from what it sounds like.
You can see out of it.
you can see out of it.
Here,
All right.
look at my shield.
Nobody can really see their own eyeball. I mean,
That is pretty cool.
You got a silver
I try to touch it, but then I just like poke myself in the eye.
Wait, we haven't used it on you yet. You can't do that.
No,
No, I'm not in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
just do it. Just use it on him. Wake him up. It's always more fun when Log's awake.
we don't know.
That's when Log and I find the most fun things to do. Is when Log's awake.
Right. Think of it that way. It's you'll get more pranks if he's up and moving around.
Why are we convincing Zemdak of this?
Little snack dragon over here is defending the snacks. Like, she won't move from that area, and every time Murphy gets close, she's like,
As we keep doing this, can I roll insight check on Zemdak?
yeah, absolutely.
26.
Nice.
26. Something's off. Something's fucking off. Like, you don't, like, it's really, it's hard to tell what it is, but, like, something really off. You almost think, like, is this actually Zemdak? With all the things that we've encountered with minds and control and all of that thing, is this really Zemdak? Or has he just reinvented himself? Something wrong with that.
Weird question. Sure. So, in my, mind form, do I like have all the things I would have normally on me?
Yeah, like your astral projected herself within it. Yeah, you have like your equipment on.
So it's like, for example, do I have the bone dice that we bought from that tinker guy?
Yeah, I mean, granted, it is a phantasmal like astral projection of said dice because it's your mind. You have all the stuff that you know you have. It's your mind creating a projection of what you think you would look like in this space, if that makes sense. So imagine Inception. You would have everything that you would think that you know that you have at the farm. Granted, it's not the actual thing,
Right, but well,
so
so
tell me what it is you'd like to do.
okay, so I've seen Argus do augury before, and he was talking about teaching me augury, and that's why we bought the dice, so that I could use them for that.
Okay.
And
Even though-
everyone wants spell to prepare, and no one decided to tell me anything.
Well, so I don't know it, but I'm still going to I know that that's what these are for, so I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to try and ask my patron, since I'm in kind of his, place for me. And be like,
Did the traitor infect Boots?
and roll the dice, and just see if I don't understand anything.
You don't have the spell, correct?
Right. So I'm literally just rolling dice and making
Okay.
a determination.
I mean, this is still
But it's
cool.
a ritual thing, right? So
Right, yeah. So it will be, and I've seen him kind of do it, so I'm just trying to mimic what
I've seen me do
Argus
it
has
with
done.
fire.
Right.
It's a whole different.
But I know that the dice are used.
We figured
for
out that the
this.
dice are an augury tool.
Yeah, and I know that that's
so
what the
here's-
dice are for. I figure that my patron might know.
Was anybody keeping a close eye on me as I cooked breakfast?
no.
Good.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, so
I knew he's spinning it. I knew it.
here's what I'll
Well,
say.
now I know you have something off, and it's after breakfast time.
Roll just a charisma check.
How much gut punch did you pour?
I'm gonna give you the same leeway I gave
Or what else did you
Argus
do?
when he's
None at all.
Deed.
So it's going to be a 14.
14. And your question was, did Zemdak get affected with something, or
Right, did the trade, call it the trade, did the trader
Yeah.
infect his mind?
you see through
That smells good.
your eye. So upset. You see through your eye Zemdak cooking on something, chuckling to himself. You don't see what it is that he's
I
doing.
dumped an entire bottle of dwarven mushroom wine into the stew.
Oh my god.
You know that would probably make it taste awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably gonna make it taste awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, red wine in a stew is delicious.
Yeah.
But if I don't cook it long enough, it's also going to make us drunk.
Okay, you see him just kind of chuckling to himself, making
right
some
at
sort
the
of concoction. There's this faintest view of those little eye floaty things that show up in your eye when you're looking and you can't follow them. They're eye floaty things, but black and little pubic hairs coming
Floating over my form.
off the silhouette of Zemdak's form, mostly centered around his crown, and it just looks like tiny little sheep liver flukes or little tapeworms, but made of this black ichor. But they mostly look like eye floaties because they're kind of ethereal at the same time. And if you look away, they kind of follow you for a second before eventually relocating back onto Zemdak.
So after seeing that, I'm going to telepath to Argus, and
I think the fetish did something to him.
That's what I was getting. He's really not himself.
I'm seeing floaties around his head.
Like safety floating?
Water
like
wings.
when I cast Spirit Guardian
Mushroom stew, mushroom
They
stew.
look more like worms. He's got brain worms, but they're outside his head, but also inside his heart.
Well, what do we do? Do we heal Zemdak or you?
I mean, who's more important?
Oh, you're gonna make a selfish choice. You're gonna make a selfish choice, huh?
This is all telepathic, so none of us can
I
hear.
know.
I mean, Zemdak does have a point that I can now talk to you guys and travel with you, but
I worry about how bad little worms can get. They grow.
we've seen some pretty big fucking worms.
When they eat on things, they kind of grow.
Mushroom stew, mushroom stew.
Maybe.
Nobody suspects the mushroom stew.
Am I hearing him sing that?
Yeah. Just because your passive perception's so high.
I think we need to ask the others.
Okay, I think this needs to be done by you so that someone else doesn't know what's going on.
Have you been able to hear all this?
I haven't been locked with you, so no. It's been longer than a minute since the last time I locked with you, so.
And so,
Apparently, Zemdak has brain worms.
that's not gonna freak people out.
Yeah, you see Cole's eyes go really big and he starts just backing up from the back.
Argus and I are kind of worried.
Stu?
Argus and I are worried that the
All right.
fetish has done something to him. And I can see it.
Naslin, I got a stew for you.
What?
Breakfast time, bud.
All right. Yeah.
So the question is,
Thank you. Here you go.
do we
Flips
use
you
the
a
heart
gold.
on him or me?
I vote for you, but you're the one I do all the stuff with, so. And plus, he's fun now. We can take him drinking.
He's also not making very good decisions, it seems.
Stew, mushroom
That's
stew.
like some of our best nights.
You're not wrong. Okay, I'll check with Shenny.
And I'll have the same conversation with you.
He's still backing up the entire time. I'm like,
Zemdak, what'd you put in the stew?
Mushrooms. Mushroom stew, mushroom stew.
I mean,
Why don't I suspect the
it
mushrooms?
really worries me. That
What would you
he's not
suspect
taking
about
all the
mushroom
places.
stew?
I am. You know,
It's just mushroom stew.
That's not.
You have a lot of things in your bag.
I know I'm not making good decisions, but like I
Promise.
can tell that he's not doing things.
I didn't use any of the gut buster.
Normally would. And just what I know about this fetish shit, it's powerful.
Right.
I think that's the only bad thing I have in there.
Inside the dead body.
We know. I guess if you're asking,
I didn't use
between-
that either.
I mean, if you're asking if him or you, I mean, you could be in that state for a long time. Are you sure you're okay with that?
Mushroom stew?
Well, that's why I want
Yeah.
to ask. Before we
I'll eat
use
the
it,
mushroom stew.
make sure that we're in agreement on who it's being used on.
Right. I mean, I love chaos. Don't get me wrong, but we know what we can do with you. We can still talk to you. We know at least that even if we lose this connection, you'll be able to hear us. We know how to move you about. We don't know what's going to happen with him. He just seems off. Yeah?
Stew?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's singing a song called No One Suspects the Mushroom Stew.
Cool. I'll try to sneakily just, like, oh, this is very good.
Don't give me any stew, just feed me a good berry.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that later.
you said brainworms. Like, Cole hasn't even touched the stew. He's just backing up the entire time.
Oh, I gave him a berry last night. He should be good. I mean, it was part of the concoction.
Right, because it's, well,
He should be good for
right.
Just don't give me any stew.
After watching Zemdak eat the stew, I'm gonna have some.
Right.
Because I trust he's not gonna poison us.
Do we now?
I know something's off.
You do realize
He's gonna poison himself.
I have the ability to cast protection from poison.
You know I have natural resistance to poison.
I do, but nobody else does.
I don't know what to expect though. Like, we need you back. We need you back in the fray, but
I personally don't mind this version. He's just, I mean, I'm scared of the brain worms growing.
right. And what could happen?
Talking about worms.
So they'll have the same conversation with Sokka and just see what Sokka thinks.
Okay. The Sokka will eventually saddle up to you. Be like, so, how's it going in there?
I mean, it's not like chili or anything like that, so it's, you know, it's all right.
Any, like, dog things in there?
Not anymore, I think.
There were?
Well, I mean, there was the fetish thing, but
Oh, right, no, like blue things? Any blue things?
no.
I look around.
Like nothing as far as the eye can see.
When she said blue things, you saw what happened. No, you didn't see what happened to her yesterday, right? Not even your spirit form did. So
That was probably too far. Plus, I don't know where she would have gone.
No, and that was when that was one of the times after you had been out but got sucked back in.
yeah,
Well, Log, you were there the first time.
yeah, he would be the only other person to
The ethereal
initially.
Yeah, but he didn't see her
That's correct.
teleport.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
blue things isn't.
it's
Right,
very
it could be-
ambiguous.
yeah, anything.
Sorry. Never mind.
you know, I had to look around. No blue things here. But Boots, he's got worms.
Dragon's butt on the floor.
Like in his head. There's something. I think the fetish did something to him, and so we're trying to determine if we should use the heart on him or on me.
Did the creature fully disintegrate?
Like if you go check where it was.
Yeah.
100 feet away from here.
Yep. I gave everybody stew already.
Okay. No traces of it.
Log, have you tried to turn into your wolf form again?
I'll try.
Ooh. Turn into a wolf.
Oh, it's a beefy little wolf log. I think can get it through his eye.
Does his body transform or not?
I'll settle back up to Log and just do message so he can't hear me quite directly. There is a third option. We could wait like a day or two and just see how things are with him. Hold on to the heart. Let's make a decision a little bit later.
The longer we wait, the less chances it has to reach.
I mean, I think that makes sense. I mean, if you guys are okay, you know, carrying me around for another day.
Yeah, let's see by tonight. Oh, these worms affect them because then it won't affect if it's recharged. Because we'd still have to wait then.
How's my haircut, by the way?
It's all right. I mean, your eyes are kind of a little weird, but like that he made some funny like glasses things, but you'll want to.
I'll disguise
Okay.
stuff when I get out. Yeah.
Okay.
Except you can't do that if you're unconscious.
But I don't have to see it yet.
But I also know I can clean it up for you with like a wave of my hand.
Right.
I mean, Argus, we're not going to get to a city with a bugbear in the cart.
No. I mean, it's not the smartest idea.
We could try. It would be fun.
Hey,
Actually, I could probably get us into the city
That would be fun. Let's see if we can do it.
with a bugbear in the cart,
Sofka,
just not through the main.
I think your rats like ate everything that was left. There's like nothing down in
What?
that tunnel.
I mean, I don't think so. The first couple bites, they were, at least the conversations I was having, that was icky. Tasted icky.
Well, then it just disappeared because there's nothing down there.
Well, that's great. Great.
That was some good soup.
Pretty good.
Colton's still sitting there uneaten. He's like keeping like so much distance between
I
them.
feel better. I feel
You not want your soup?
I'm still full from that berry you fed me last night.
All right, I gotta feed the mimics anyways. I'll
lot
take
of
your
people
soup
like this
and I'll
all
start
the time.
I'll start forking the mushrooms into the mimics so they can eat too.
They like me.
Mushrooms are close enough to meat.
Yeah.
You don't like mushrooms? It's good protein. I mean, Cole, come on, eat it. We'll start feeding him jerky.
Oh, still, I'm keeping like 10 feet between him and Zemdak this entire time. Like,
You don't want it?
oh, I'm good.
Naslin, you want a second helping?
Found out that they're
Yes, it was quite delicious. Yes.
It's all yours, sir.
Yes, we just got.
We could have asked, I guess.
That's a crazy sight. So I'm not.
Right. Yeah, how did you find out?
Mushroom soup, mushroom soup.
Yeah.
So, you know, I gotta say, it's been a
That's my
while since
bakery.
I've been around people that I can like
If anything
talk
else.
to on an equal intellectual level, and I gotta say, you guys are pretty great. You guys are great.
Get it off your chest, bud.
Yeah, you guys are great. This is fun, you know. You might be, you know, mercenaries or whatever, but you know, like, get on my level. Am I right?
I didn't eat my soup. Or my stew.
Okay. How you feeling?
I mean, he's a dwarf.
He's a
You're a
dwarf.
dwarf,
Poison resistance.
Probably
You're
not too
fine.
much.
I ate my soup too.
I mean, after it's spread out to
So's
everybody.
Naslin.
It's like a glass of wine kind of serving once it's spread out. So.
Naslin's a lightweight.
Right.
Well, he also had
A glass of dwarven wine.
Right, and he's now had two.
I didn't
All right,
do
so-
19.
So I'll roll a con save and see.
What you say?
Yeah. Cool.
Mushroom soup, mushroom
It
soup.
says it's pretty good.
Mushrooms, mushrooms.
It's good, isn't it?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. You know what else is good?
What?
You're good.
I'm good.
You're good.
Thanks, Naslin.
You're good.
Try to jump out and scare him again.
Do try. Make the attempt.
Tortezis aren't so bad after all, are they?
The what? Who?
It's 14.
Tortezis?
Woohoo!
Tokrin. Sorry, Tokrin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Talk was great. Yeah, it was fine. You know,
You're talking about some
they
elves.
gave me a stupid shit job and to earn my place back or whatever.
It was 14 to get out.
14. Yeah, you're out. Oh! Quite the trick. That's really cool. Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
I just like passed through him and then back to my body.
but what were you doing down here? This isn't the main road from Minheim.
No, but you know, you just sneaky things. Gotta do sneaky things, you know.
Sneaky things.
Sneaky
I thought this was
niggas
a...
gotta do sneaks.
Do you remember your way back to Minheim through the
We'll
tunnels?
figure it out.
What sneaky things were you doing?
Well, you know, just making sure that when you smuggle people out of
Everybody does sneaky.
well, when you smuggle people out of the you know places that they don't want you to smuggle them out of, they get all like butthurt about it. So you know.
But I thought you butlered that.
I mean, we did in a way.
In a way.
Business is business. They had contracts, right?
That's it. He gets it.
They had contracts, right?
Yeah.
We're doing nothing illegal.
Yeah.
It's their own fault. They signed the contract.
Well, maybe, but you know, I consider myself doing the righteous.
Yeah.
The tip,
Try that again.
the right.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The good thing
There you go.
is to make sure that they're not getting like black lung into some shitty coal mine somewhere. So I'm a good guy. You got any more?
I mean,
Why are people like this all the time?
scraping the bottom of the stew pot and pour the rest in the
Always
bowl.
chunky. That's okay.
The burnt bits are the best. That's where all the flavor.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Ferdinand's all the way.
I mean, I once got offered one of those contracts, but the Godemirs wanted all the work for the rest of my life.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, sometimes the whole thing's a bit of a racket, but,
I didn't have to sign it at that point, so I didn't.
Price of progress. What
Yep.
you gonna do? Oof, so warm in here.
We're underground.
Yes.
Give him a little breeze.
Feels good.
Breeze free.
Are you guys-
I'm cold.
Are you guys gonna wake up Argent or Log or not? What are we doing? It's time to get going.
What do you...
Let's get moving.
I
We need, to
started.
get, we need to get going along the road.
Start hooking Conk up to the cart. Are you guys waking him up or not?
His brainworms.
Brainworms? Who's brainworm? What?
You're
Log saw some
brainworm.
brainworms.
Brainworms?
You got stuff swimming in your head.
Fine. What are
We're
you
like
talking about?
across the room. That's right!
You like the image of like a little kid swimming inside of your head like a kappa from like Japanese folklore. It's just like that's pretty funny.
My parents had me tested. I don't have any parasites.
Well, maybe then.
My parents
But now you do.
Like,
You show them.
So you're saying I have brainworms?
right.
I feel fine.
That's what he
I
said.
thought we were waking up Log. Are we not doing that anymore?
But you don't
I
send.
thought you wanted to do something more fun.
I mean, I do, but you guys all were gung-ho about waking him up.
We...
All right, whatever.
Can
Let's
we-
go.
All right.
Let's go. What are we
See
doing?
at the end of the
We'll
day.
give it a day.
Yeah, tonight we can make a decision.
Let's just get going, bud. Let's just get going,
I
bud.
got Conk hooked up to the cart, and we start.
You got it. Okay, somebody please roll a percentile for today's travel.
I will.
I rolled for my madness, so I don't want to touch
You don't
that.
want to touch it again.
I was the one that helped us find those fucking.
At least this was a
or whatever
good. There's some really terrible
Yep,
ones in there.
could have been worse.
Grimlocks.
they are. Yes.
Grimlocks.
I wanted to call them Morlocks for some reason. That's why I.
23.
It's Sunday.
And you come across the hut of another grandpa.
Right.
Telling you.
All of a sudden, you find this giant flower blocking your way.
Travel goes well today. Travel goes really well today. You guys move forward at a good pace. Zemdak, give her smiles like
Humming like the entire day.
a little bit of a jokester and Log. You get propped up, so it's you like it's very weekend at Bernie's. You know, so you're just like there watching everything else go by. The dude is like straight up in Naslin is straight up in like drunk.
I kind of picture us putting Log like in the driver's seat weekend of Birdie style too. So it's,
Right.
If I look at the plane for too long, it starts getting like motion sick.
every once in a while, one of us has to use Mage Hand to pick you back up again because you've fallen over.
It's all right.
Argus, please roll a survival check.
23.
23. This stone looks familiar. The stone looks like some of the stone like on the edges of the mountain. You start to feel it like getting a little cooler. This looks, and you start to like turn corners and things start to split and open up, and you end up in a different thoroughfare, and you start to hear like people moving about, carts, as you kind of like move out of almost like a hidden side tunnel that just kind of like glides just slowly into a larger side tunnel that's around the corner from an alley, and you see people moving about. And then you start to hear coming from down like more and more voices talking.
Guys, we're almost here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
This stone's familiar, and did you hear the voices? No. Sorry.
Yeah.
Those are actual voices.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Okay, so with that, we need to
Digging in the mine and digging in the mine.
We either cover a blog, fix it, or
Humming while we work.
In my stuff, there's a disguise kit.
but you already look like a raccoon.
I mean, if we heal him, he can just disguise
I wanna
himself
go
like he
eat.
normally does, right?
Yeah.
So
But
why don't we just do that?
But you were saying earlier that you
I
want to hold on
mean,
to it.
yeah, it's boring, but better. It's easier. You don't have to deal with the guards. That would suck.
I'm sure you can talk our way through the guards.
You would think that, but people don't seem to like me very much.
It's okay, Zemdak. I like you.
Thanks, Argus.
Do we want to use the heart then, or we could? And I'm sorry to do this. We could pretend that's like we caught him on our way here.
I could always make him so he's not there, I think.
We'll lock him up if we do that. I mean,
Until at least we get him in the city.
hey, we captured this bugbear. All right, let's take him to jail.
What about
And if you're like, hey, yeah, go ahead. Take him in your cart.
right?
I could make him
He's not
invisible
gonna
while
wake
we
up.
get him into town.
That works. There you go. That's an easy solution. And then
They may not ask questions if we need to get this fool up. Get this fool up to get us through the stuff.
Naslin knows he's there. So if you're trying to lie, he's not going to lie for you.
right, maybe we do leave him asleep because then just helping take him back. Mercenaries.
Drunkard of
And talker.
a Klansman.
It's got to show the badge that he has, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But doesn't he think he's Moradin too?
No.
We're gonna
Well,
just
he's also seen my ghost, so that the whole like being dead thing might work. I don't know.
He might think you're Moradin now that he's seen your ghost a couple of times.
I'm okay with that.
maybe we just pretend we're escorting our sleepy noble
That we found.
and you know,
We
just
rescued
very
him
quiet.
from terrible fate. And we're bringing him back to town.
Right, and just be quiet. He's had quite an ordeal.
He's sleeping it off.
Mm-hmm.
As long as Seamus isn't on the gate, we'll be fine.
Who's Seamus?
Just some freaking douchebag. Let's go.
Okay.
That's invisibility on law.
You cast invisibility on log, and the little flame remains for like a moment, and then it goes like sputters away. Visibility.
Look, you still see? I can't see your flame anymore.
I can still see, right? Yeah, I can still see.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me know if there's trouble back here.
Okay.
Just if you have a really funny moment, I wonder if your ghost is invisible.
Cast it before I go out. Maybe. I don't know. It sounds kind of risky. But you know, it's not.
But it would be funny, right?
Yes, it would. Okay, there's a good opportunity.
Yes.
Talking to the guards. I'm invisible, so I wouldn't come from anything.
But this
I would
is
disappear.
this is his hometown, right?
No.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
This is where my family
Right now.
lives.
This is where my family lives.
Yeah, let's maybe not do it as fun as that sounds. Maybe we don't do that so that he doesn't and his family doesn't.
Coming from the guy who pops out of rocks.
I know, but those are randos, right?
Also,
You guys are no fun. What happened?
We are way more fun than you think.
All right.
You are the one who's always been the
To
stick.
every parent, to every single one of their kids, I'm way more fun than you think.
I'm only trying to keep you alive, okay?
You only knew.
Fine, let's go.
I feel like that's the conversation we're having like every hour with Pooch right now is I'm way cooler than you think I am. I'm just trying to keep you alive.
Come on, let's go. Keep going.
Let's go.
He's like tucking the
Yeah. Yep.
the cart.
Very like rickshaw style.
Yeah.
You guys come around the corner, through the alley, and out the bend into the thoroughfare, which throngs of people are have set up stalls like outside the city gates of like, you know, for things like, hey, don't forget the last minute thing you forgot as you're leaving Minheim or whatever. And you finally turn the last corner of the work as the work stone of the red and gray stone of the ground starts to elide into this beautiful dwarven tablature and tile. And before you lies the great golden gates of Minheim themselves. This is definitely
Not the right ambiance.
lie the great golden gates of Minheim themselves, beautifully adorned with. That's the wrong song. Beautifully adorned with dwarven architectural right angles, moving about, twinkling in the sky, twinkling in the torchlight, as they are partially open but not swung open all the way. They're like about yay open, kind of like Jurassic Park gates, that kind of feel, allowing carts and other people to move through, but can be closed in a moment's notice. They are plated, brilliant gold with bronze and brass, and copper and silver filigree. It is a testament to opulence. The important thing that you remember, especially those of you who have never seen this before, are that you are familiar with that most Dwarven architecture is quite austere. It's very nondescript, and then what it does is that to hide whatever riches that could be within. Pardon me.
Bless you.
Sorry, pardon me. So these types of opulent facets of architecture are very rare. So yeah, we got treasure. And this is no exception. Gorgeous, beautiful gates. And in this, the doors are absolutely stunning. And the actual gatehouse itself, which is the doorway, folds in on itself several times, meaning that it comes out in an awning that goes in a right angle and then comes out again, and to form almost like the sloping ceiling on top of it of shimmering gold. And it is everywhere. You've never seen so much money in one place, and this is just the gate. The gates are open, throngs of people are moving out, humans, dwarves, gnomes, some tieflings, there's one or two Goliaths, there's a lot of humans, a lot of humans here. You see half-orcs, there's a vast assortment. The gorgeous city of Minheim itself. You can see on one side, on the upper tier, kind of nestled in this one cavern. It's kind of like it's like a dog leg cavern, and on the edge of where like the foot of the dog leg opens up on the inside, nestled into like that carved meat part, like the meat of your hand part of the dog leg, are tiered sections of architecture, of like homes. The lower tier is more austere and becomes more and more opulent as the tiers go up until you see at the top of like a very ziggurat style, the massive door of the Great Vault itself. This thing is a good 80 feet tall and 60 foot wide, made of an alloy of adamantium, steel, and gilded in gold. They show it off here. This is where all our money is. Good luck fucking getting in. You're not getting in.
It's a fancy-ass Fort Knox is what it is.
Yeah, it's a very, very fancy Fort Knox. But in the spread of the thoroughfare, it's a very, very large cavern. There's actually a cistern in the middle where some of the water from the snow melt from the inside falls down, and several waterfalls around that goes into the outer parts of the city that then fold into and end up in the middle to form like a kind of a lake or a pond. So it's a
a very beautiful town, and it's got fresh water. They've got some like grasses and mosses growing in. So there's like some parts of the ceiling that have holes and cavernous openings through it that moonlight and sunshine shine through, so that there is vegetation, like actual photosynthetic vegetation in here as well. But if you wanted to, like, stay in the dark, you can go into the meat section of, like, where the tiers are. And I haven't like named the quarters yet, but you get the idea. You can just vaguely see the sunshine glancing off of the side of the more reflective areas of that one long cavern that would then lead outside. So you know that you can only see like a good third of the city even through this little thing right now. And it is so. Welcome to Minheim,
Now, Jargus,
the home of the Tok'ran
dwarven architecture. It's good to be home, isn't it?
Always. Very scared.
The tears. The tears, it's a lot like Thulmore Bed.
Yes.
I mean, you can tell it was dwarven made. Oh, yes. Love it.
It is very beautiful.
Always fun.
So, just to give you guys a little bit better of an idea, too.
Here, do you want to do it on the big board?
Yeah, I guess we can erase Taradim now, huh? Put the picture of it, right?
Yeah.
They won't be able to see it, but I will take a picture and I'll post it, so don't worry.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Very worried.
How long has it been sitting up there? I'm surprised he can't erase it.
Right.
And get the idea.
This place is fucking shiny.
Dwarfs. It's got to be metal.
Yeah.
Metal everywhere.
I mean, I'm just happy to see that there's, little skylights there. That's
I heard about this from the dwarves in the past.
They get fed?
yes,
Wait till we go to the Trappist.
the Trappists.
Great bar.
Morden's
Where my
fire.
sister works.
How is the lighting situation done in
Right,
is it
so-
just outside light?
You remember? That's what I called the lava that was reflected
Correct.
by the spent terrazine
Yes.
that went throughout Fillmore Bed.
Yep.
It's not the case here. It's mostly lit by the sun.
Okay.
And then the sun reflects off of
Outside
beautiful,
light.
reflective, like gold and other precious metals. Think of like actually the old ancient Egyptian way of how they moved light in some of their like,
Yeah.
tombs and stuff. It just reflects.
Flames and
Keeps
mirrors. Only this is like sunlight, moonlight.
Yeah, and there are big braziers and torches around as well. But there's quite a lot of sunlight for this being a dwarven town.
Thulmore Bed, they light everything with Morden's fire.
Yeah.
Also called Blood of the Mountain.
Blood of the Mountain. There's this giant like waterfall of it, and then it like spirals in a river all the way down the city, and then like just like reflect it. It's like having torches, like one continuous torch
It's like
through
a
the
trough
center of the city.
that has a top. It's like
So this is a bit different, but I like it. Still cozy.
Boats. That sounds suitable too. But
And then when it gets to the bottom,
Actually, has outside.
so top view. These are the gates here.
when it gets to the bottom, it falls into a machine. The machine uses the heat to
These are
work.
golden gates. Kind of opens up like this.
It's really cool.
Before curving out in here. These are the tiers here, and this is where the vault is, atop these like ziggurat-like tiers. So I guess it's more like this. This is where the pond is in the center, and there's a bunch of other stuff just scattered along the like shops and homes and everything.
Is there
These
a
are the like
central road?
more residential, like kind of middle class, and then upper class, and upper class crust. And then we have the people that actually work in the vault, that are actually in the vault themselves. There's like holes in the ceiling that shine the light down. There's a bunch of buildings over here along this wall. They're mostly along the exterior, and there's like ones that dot along the lake, and there's a little quarter right here that has kind of like a bazaar as well. And then this part this is where the sun shines through, as then the other half of the city is outside. So this is technically grass right here, or stone or whatever, as the cavern entrance opens up there, and the rest of it is actually outside, right at the cave entrance, flanking the entrance to it on either side. You can't really see what's going on over there, but there's houses here and here and here, and I'll do a better
The main
version of it.
road. Is there a solid, like a straight main road that sort of curves?
Yeah, so the big main road goes to the lake pretty much, and then splits on either side.
Okay.
And then it goes through around the lake, around the quarter here, and in several sections to the ziggurat tiers.
Yeah, there's probably like a main
and then
trail
one goes this way too.
up the stairway.
And there's like side roads that go off to the
Yeah.
side.
Okay.
Where do I live?
You
Inside or
wanted
outside?
to stay off the beaten path.
Yeah.
So most likely you either live in this little bit or this little bit.
And where's my mom's shop or my family?
Your mom's shop is probably here. Your mom's shop is probably at least where she sells her wares, like her stall.
Yeah,
She
close to
probably works over. Just this is her home. Your guys' home is over here. Like she's
Like
picked
where
that
it's
spot
storage, yeah.
just in case you'd have to like get out.
Yeah.
So you would have 2 exits, and you're not too close from.
There's probably a hidden tunnel in the back too.
And it's pretty big too. Guys. It's this big, beautiful like this is like the lake itself is reminiscent of like a cenote. As you look down, it's this beautiful, clear blue water that has this caverns and all these other water tunnels that go rocky tunnels go down, and as you like enter the city, you see some individuals who are more like waterborne find themselves actually in the shallows of this lake, actually have stalls in there, like, and they're up to their knees in their water. You see a good like a small collection of sea elves that are like set up right there in the lake itself. Minheim is a far more progressive city than a lot of the other Razorfang mountain range as far as isolationists, because they are literally and physically open to the world. They're not just contained within the mountains. So they see a lot more trade, especially being, hey, money means not being xenophobic, and so the Tok'ra don't really give a shit too much. If you have money, they'll deal with you.
Other people have plenty of money. We can take it all.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And there are like other, there are some creatures every once in a while that you see. There's plenty of fish in this lake. Every once in a while you see like a large eel or a big gulper fish come up and then move down. This is a thriving city. They have a shit ton of money and they're not afraid to show it. It kind of reminds me of like if you were in those nice areas of like those orbital space stations like 1,000 years in the future where you see all like the hanging gardens and the lakes and the fountains. That's kind of what it's like in the middle, except just imagine underground in like this beautiful like red and gray kind of rock lit up with all this like gold. And
Do they stop us at the gate?
no, guys, you got here like peak trade time. So the people are just like looking to make sure people aren't coming in with like the guards are standing there, but they're not really doing too much as far as just making sure that you don't trying to bring a weapon of mass destruction into the city. Every once in a while they're like, hold up, and they just look under something and they're like, okay, go ahead. This is peak trade time. If they stopped everybody, trade wouldn't stop, and money is more important than safety to them.
Cool.
Because they can always
Buy
pay more guards or
Yeah.
buy more guards. If people die, there's always have replacements.
Once we get past them, I'll give the elbow to Naslin.
You got it. What? Oh,
We should do
Minheim.
before we go.
woo!
Yeah.
Oh, I need a bath.
Where are we taking you?
Oh, right. Well,
So that we can collect the reward that you.
right. Of course. Well, we can head over to one of the clan houses. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We'll head over to one of the Tok'ra and like normally I take the lifts up, but we can get some exercise.
What did we decide on the name?
We are the.
Double penetration?
No. That's the alias for the alias.
So on the
Arcane
side of like
conundrum.
the ziggurats, where the roads meet the bottom tier here, there are like those diagonal elevator type things, where it's like a platform. It goes like, kind of diagonal up, and it goes up to all of these until it reaches a corner, and then it goes to the other corner, and then goes to the next. And it's beautiful technology, just big old gears, powered by like not necessarily steam, but like heat and magic and other tech. And like, well, normally take like the lift up. I'm on like my place is on the second tier, but you know we don't have to go there. We could just go to my place of business, which is like right outside the first tier of Ziggurat,
Perfect.
and we can talk to
You're
my uncle.
down at the edge, yeah?
Yeah.
So if we can just drop you off, that'd be finish our business.
Yeah.
Sure.
It'd be great.
Take my
Where did
cart,
we come from?
and then
Be a better city than where we're
and
Sorry.
everything that's in it.
I wasn't paying attention. What was it?
Arcane Conundrum with the
Arcane
K
Conundrum.
backwards.
She's got it all drawn out for
Yep,
you.
see?
Cole
Got
like
it
picks it
here.
up, pulls up his book, shows it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I will amend the papers on the way.
Yeah.
Great.
You're making us official and we get our reward,
Hey.
right?
I lost my accent somewhere along the way, but that's okay.
You're fine. That mushroom stew was so good.
Yeah, it was so good.
And we got you back here safe and sound, so.
Hey, wonderful. Let's head up. There it is.
There it is.
And you guys head off. And like I said, as you move past the lake and through the air, there's bazaars. A lot of commerce happens here. So you can see people like, it feels like the stock market floor. Like people are like, I got $8 for $8. People are going like, fish, you buy them, you got them, like that kind of stuff. There's shouting, there's voices, people moving around. It is a thriving marketplace. Commerce is constantly taking place. People are trying to. Someone approaches you, go like, "I'll give you 20 gold for the cart, and but that's I don't want to do anything else. 20 gold for the cart, and throw in an extra wheel. I'll give you an extra 3 silver. Like last final offer." Somebody just walks up to Conk and says this. Go like, "Yeah, what do you think?" 'Cause he thinks it's a piloted thing.
He
and
just
somebody's
keeps
in it.
walking.
Like, well, all right. 25 gold for the cart, and I'll throw in an extra 50
he's
for
a
the
construct.
contraption you're driving.
He's a construct.
50. 75.
He's a construct.
60.
He's
Who said that?
he's not real.
What are you talking about? No one said anything.
Right.
We're not selling the cart right now.
100 for the whole thing.
Why are you fucking walking it through the cart selling quadrant?
We're headed back to this. I nudged Nasland.
Suit yourself.
This is.
Are you selling the cart, Nasland?
What?
Are you selling the cart, Nasland?
Maybe after this. I mean, I don't want to carry all this. Don't.
So talk to this man. Talk to this man.
Hey, how about I bring the cart back later, and after I get rid of all the things that are on top of, like, nah. Look,
He wants to deal now.
well, that was told me all back.
The whole way, just Conk's just plodding along.
Have you not been down to the market square before?
Well, I have on a couple occasions. Came back with less than I had, which is why I'm doing this. Anyway, great. Eddie plods along, keeps moving. You as a collective get several more offers for the individual that's you get one offer who appears to actually have a badge from Godamir, being like, oh yeah, like construct and 20% of all your rights from everything that's going forward. What do you
Not
think?
for sale, sorry.
Suit yourself.
Traveling tinkers.
Everybody here is out to make a buck. Everybody. There's a lot of commerce here going on.
Not for sale, not for sale.
Yeah, you
not
constantly
for
have to
sale,
think not for sale, not for sale, not for sale. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing here then? And that's the kind of like
Passing through, not for sale.
You're very familiar with this. This is big commerce. Big commerce. So go ahead.
I was going to say Cole would probably be familiar with this, not to the scale, but familiar with this as well.
Yeah, this is like to the nth degree of what you've experienced before. Yeah,
This is what
a
I
lot.
grew up in.
Yeah, this is
a lot though. This is like somebody that was like from like Boston and like saying they're a city kid, or from Philly saying they're from a city kid, living in Manhattan for like the first week and realizing, holy shit, that I know nothing.
Living like in the stock exchange,
like down in like the Wall Street area. Like it's a lot. It's constant. Eventually, you do make your way out of that, and you find that as you start to get closer and closer to the residential areas of the tiers of the ziggurat here, there are less people on the street like trying to proposition you. And you imagine that's probably because it's a little more uncouth, and the guard presence here is a little bit greater. Guard presence here, I believe. Did I tell you the name of the guard presence here?
You told me that. Like,
Yeah,
you weren't
right.
very much.
There's not really a name to them. They're often just a bunch of different mercenary bands or different peoples that are hired by the guilds. The guilds are huge here. The artisan guilds are huge here. They own everything. They own the police. They own the law. They own the commerce. They make a lot of money here, and quite a few of the members of the clans, especially that operate here, are members of the guilds themselves. So all that does is enhance their power. Money talks here.
Any crystal brand in the mix?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
19.
There are a few spotted around here and there, as is normal for them to be, and in every hub of, just like there's a firehouse everywhere or a police station everywhere. Like they are there's not a like official town guard here. It's a bunch of guilds that hire their own private security that own quadrants of the city that then police those areas for themselves.
Yeah.
So think of it like a daimyo, as it were.
It sounds like a lot like a gang or something like that. How they run protection
but
rackets,
legal
and stuff.
gangs, pretty much. Yes. So you eventually make it to the bottom of the tiers, and you skirt the alongside there. The like I said, the guard presence here is larger, so a lot of fewer people are doing that. It's probably because the rich people like their privacy. They like not to be bugged too much.
Send other people down to sell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They don't sell it themselves.
Exactly.
That rich? Why would you?
Right.
So, you eventually come across this, not necessarily like super nice looking, but again, the bottom tier is very austere. This, I don't want to say workshop. It looks like not a bank, but just a
Warehouse?
not a warehouse either. It looks like a storefront, but it's got like two pillars out in front as if it were a bank, but it's not a bank. It's like, that's just how this storefront
It's like a
looks.
bail
Sort of
bonds place.
mixture.
Yeah, kind of like a bail bonds place, but really nice looking bail bonds place. Like, it's got those kind of like Romanesque, Roman like type pillars, but in dwarven fashion. It's got a brass plate up there that says us and us holdings Autocran expansion. Or Autocran, a branch of Autocran, or Autocran LLC, or whatever the fuck it's called. And you see him like say, "Okay, that's it. You can stop here. Hey, let me go in. I'm gonna go back and forth between having no accent and an accent. Gotta get together. Come on, Nestlin, you got it."
I start unhooking Conk from the wagon.
Today, it's only the 5th time you come back empty-handed.
Not fully.
You want to handle it by
Fully
yourself?
empty-handed. You have trinkets. You have the
The stone door opens, creaking against the metal hinges, as this one individual, looks like a human of darker complexion, nice, decent suit that they're wearing. Like, "Yes, can I help you, sir?" "Ah, Master Naslin, welcome back. Should I let the owner know that you returned sooner than expected?" You're like, no, not necessary. I'll just make myself at home. I will meet with them presently. I have a couple guests that will be joining me just for a wee bit of tea inside. Don't worry about it. No need to tell anybody. Everything's fine. As you wish, Master Nasmond. And the door opens, and you guys are invited inside. It's beautiful here. It's nice and cozy. It's warm.
Wait, am I still on the cart?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be really awkward to like pick up your invisible body and like maneuver you around without it
So we'll
being
get
really.
to you. The cart is picked up by some of a horse is hitched to the cart and brought along like the back side of this place. It's like it is built into the wall, but there are like ramps that kind of go up to like a sub level that go behind and like get things out of the main way of the main thoroughfare. It's weird. Rather than being like 2-dimensional, the back, it's more 3-dimensional. You go on the roof. Because a lot of things underground are made 3-dimensionally.
I'll send Shakar to just kind of hide in the cart and be with you so that you're not completely alone. And when invisibility drops, you're SOL.
Right.
Okay. So you are. The cart is now on the roof.
Come out in the spirit form.
Right.
Some of the mostly humans here, some dwarves, start loading the cart slowly. They're just kind of taking their time, not doing really anything too worried about it. You can easily kind of avoid their grasp. You're just gonna roll that.
Well, I can't move.
Yeah, you can't move. Shit. Okay. All right, we'll come back to that. Cool. So you make it in here. It's beautiful. There's after this antechamber where like there's boots here where people take it off and you come in. It's hardy, strong in here. The air of this area of presents strength, prosperity. Like the crown molding there is gilded with gold. There's pillars on the inside. There's a stonework floor with a brazier in the center, and right across from it, a fireplace that goes up, and the chimney goes up. The mantle is absolutely gorgeous, made of what looks like obsidian and opal. And it's got these beautiful red velvet chairs there's ones of each size meant for like very large creatures like Goliaths, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, humans. There's a bunch of different ones here. This would look like a parlor where you would talk and discuss business, kind of like that. Think like Soho Club kind of vibes, but a little bit more private. And he's like, you just stay here. Get comfortable. Try not to touch too many things, and I'll be back with your payment.
Yeah. Okay. If you guys, I'm gonna work and
He's still in the car.
I'm gonna work. Can you just tap on my shoulder?
Get your accent together. Come on, she can.
Okay. If we need to go, then just guide me. Cool. Morg.
You have a couple moments to yourself as you are left alone.
We should steal them.
Basically unsupervised. And unless there's anything you
Conk
can
could
do.
have carried him after he was unhooked from the cart.
Invisible.
I mean,
If you want to, you can instruct Conk to stay with the cart and go up to the roof.
Can Conk like pick Log's invisible body up and like toss him over his shoulder?
Yeah, if that's what you want to command him to do, like
Yeah.
once there's like a good opportunity to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Here's what I'll say is that why don't you have Conk roll either a stealth or a deception check to see if it just looks like he's like, stretching out. Like,
yeah. Shakar will help him do that by distracting people.
Sure. Yeah, you can get advantage on that.
Not a fucking flying guinea pig?
Exactly.
A flying guinea pig, guys.
Yeah, just the fact that there's a flying guinea pig around, it's like,
Huh.
Well, that's a first.
14.
14. Yeah, it's pretty good. You see Conk like reach for you and kind of pick you up. There's like a sound as some of the excess air escapes as your abdomen is pushed up against Conk's shoulder.
Now he's looking at his ass.
Yeah, now you're just straight up looking at Conk's like
very flat ass. He needs to work. He needs to do more squats. And you did it. You did it. You did it. Like a bunch of the people that are unloading the cart look at you like, Tommy, really? Come on, we're working. Like, what? Wasn't me? Don't blame your shit on me. It's an elephant under the cart. And that's what's happening over there.
I see this and I success. Just say it too, just out loud. I can't hear you.
Can you
guys, but
guide them back here?
I can't hear you. What?
Can you guide them back here?
Uh,
Or do we just leave them?
I mean,
I don't want Conk to get stolen. This is definitely a place where he would get stolen.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I can run out and actually go get them, and so that way it's not weird with like a guinea pig leading a.
You stay here, I'll go get them.
It's really serious of you, then.
Yeah.
This is boring.
Okay.
He farted.
Yeah, he did. It was really funny.
It's funny enough.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go retrieve my construct.
We like go up. They're like already started like polishing him and washing him from all the detritus. Like they're just like complimentary style because that's what they're used to doing.
We've been on the road for weeks. Thank you. He looks so good.
They're like, of course. Is this yours?
Traveling tinker.
Oh,
Nice to meet you.
pleasure, sir. He's all good to go. It. Very well. Very good. Anything else I can give you? Spot of tea while you wait?
No, I think Master Naslin's taking care of us inside.
Wonderful. I do request that you don't bring that individual inside of you.
Do you
It's just, fragile tile floors cost a lot.
have like a parking space?
Yeah, you can keep them up here.
Oh, okay. So when our business is complete, I can come grab him.
Yeah. Solid, right?
Yeah.
I just watched it. It was
And he
hilarious.
pulls out like a piece of paper and pulls it off, rips it off a notepad and writes you a ticket. Like, you can pick up your valet here.
Whatever you do, see that dial on the side?
Yes.
Don't touch that. It can get
Sir, you understand that now that you told me not to touch that, I really have to touch it.
it can get temperamental.
Temperamental. Okay, I will not touch that.
Yes. It's been known to bite.
What?
I telepath touch it.
I make a shiny red
Does it
button.
speak to you sometimes?
I make it seem like the shiny red button. Don't push the red
Yeah.
button.
Does it speak to you as well?
Sometimes.
You just told me to touch it.
And then I turn around and walk away.
You see the guy, he's like schwitzing, fully schwitzing, like really wants to touch it.
Do it.
Great. So we're gonna get back after a moment. You hear, actually, those of you with passive perception that are really high, Cole and Argus, you hear the shattering of a certain vase. Did what? What happened? I swear, it was a mistake ever bringing you into the business. Like, I don't know why. Look, just take care of it. I don't want to hear anything more about it.
Not my problem.
Make sure that we're just going to recoup our investments. And I don't want you back here until we at least break even.
My problem.
A couple minutes pass. Slowly coming down the stairs that kind of like flank the area is a Naslin, like with his hair all in a mess. He fixes it. It looks like he's got like a small, like bleeding over his brow. Something was thrown at him. He looks sweating and a little dejected. He's like, I'll get your payment, and I'll make sure that you're on your way, right? I do want to make sure that there's not anything else that you found.
Well, we talked about the Gnoptic jars, which is going to the right place, right?
Yes, of course.
In the right way, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank
It'll
you.
make us money, and it will make you proud.
It's not proud. It's just.
I don't know
What's
how
in
to
it?
do this.
I get
you
it.
doing okay there, bud? That sounded heavy whenever it crashed.
Business isn't really my thing. It's all I've ever known, but I'm not really very good at it. So, look, let me just get you your payment, and then you can be on your way. Like I said, but again, I have to really behoove me to ask: are you sure you didn't find anything else, like anything of worth?
You were there.
Sokka retrieved things for you, so
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
the two items.
That's it. Okay. All right.
I'm still returning from the roof, so I'm probably not there. Or
Great.
maybe I got there. I don't know.
I'll return momentarily. And he runs around and he signals to one of the staff that works here to come with him, and they pull out a long chain of keys or a long ring of keys, and they come with him. After about 10 minutes pass, they come back with a small chest. He places it on the nice mahogany table that's down there. It's nice stone. It's like a very nice wood mahogany. Very rare to see in dwarven establishments. He's like, it's all there. You can count it if you like. 150, I believe, was the agreed upon per person. Yes? For the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right.
So that comes to a total of 900 gold. It's all there, if you wish to count it. I did do some denominations in platinum to help reduce the weight of the item.
You are officiating our new band, Arcane Conundrum.
Yes. I will submit the paperwork of your newfound, I guess we call it the guild, as it were, a mercenary guild. Does work on the side. I will put it in our ledgers, and I'll make sure it gets posted on the bulletin board. Well, it's not an actual bulletin board, but you understand. And, there comes my accent again.
It's been a long day for you, right? As I'm starting to count the gold.
As long as we can,
Nothing to dissociate.
as long as we can use you as a reference, that's all that I think matters.
Sure.
We got you back here alive, yes?
It's,
Hold on,
Can't make money if you're dead.
Nope. Cannot. No, I wish I was sometimes.
So, thank you. Business done. Time to go.
Is all the gold there?
Yeah, it's all there.
Great. Wonderful. Yes, it's all there.
I mean, you probably didn't need to count it. Cochrane's not going to cheat on business deal.
I mean,
That would be like
That'd be so
so bad for Cochrane
right.
to have, like, if they had one
Especially in
blemish.
money.
It's kind of almost like you're insulting him by counting it.
After all the insults he's thrown at us, I think I can count a little bit the
That's
gold,
fair. He's not the nicest guy in the world.
especially after he.
Feel free to come by anytime if you have business. I may or may not be here.
see you around, maybe.
Right.
Probably not.
Probably. Sure.
Bye, Nasland.
Bye. Night.
I
Bye.
had horrible gruesome.
Stay away from the Grimlocks.
He just kind of collapses into one of the chairs by the fires.
Stay away from those Grimlocks.
Those brain dogs are really bad.
Just kind of gazes into the fire pensively.
So we now have a writ of that. Kind of,
You
or how-
like it's no like he has the paperwork.
Okay.
Pretty much what it is that you have, like, if you wanted to name drop, you could drop his name and it could be authenticated.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've done work for
Right.
Naslin.
Right. It could be ratified. Be like, yeah, no, I didn't.
We are our Arcane
Just
Conundrum.
take a call.
We've done work for him.
If we're outside, Cole's gonna be like, I don't know if we want to use him as a reference.
I mean, it would be.
You never know when it'll come in handy.
Yeah.
It sounds like his family may be about ready to disown him.
Yeah,
But
You
we
never
still-
know when it can come in handy.
but sometimes that just
Politics.
Still,
cycles.
They just kicked him out of the city. Like, broke people.
Zebek, did you attune to the locket?
Nope. It's still in the bag of holding. I identified it and then put it right back.
Okay.
All right. So what do we want to do?
It's a little too serious for me at the moment.
Time to.
I mean, do you want to go see your mom? Is there anyone?
Is it time to go home?
We got to do something with him.
You got to confront her sooner or later, bud.
I think you just want a front row seat.
Oh,
Dwarven moms
Yes,
are so
please.
entertaining.
I mean, we'd probably,
Gnomish moms too, but
do you need to get drunk first in order to go see her?
The
Or?
problem with that is then my sister will know I'm home.
Uh-huh.
And if my sister tells my mom that I went there before going home,
Then that's worse. Okay, yeah.
just wait. Your
That would be more than-
rip off the bandage.
Keep,
Just rip
your
off the
sister won't
bandage.
keep that secret before you go home to talk to your mom.
Doesn't matter.
would yours?
Nope.
Depends on what she has
where
on me.
before going home?
Depends on what I have on.
Bar where my sister works?
She would tell mom.
Eventually.
Then he went to the bar first instead of going
You
home.
guys are pretty close.
Yeah, but
I think the only like rift is
not
a harsh
rips. We never
word,
had
but
rips. It was
it was more of just like the only thing she couldn't really relate to you about was your like chosenness, whatever it was.
The sister would totally tell on you. Hey, mom,
she's younger too. She,
would Argus tell you that he came by the bar on the way home? Like, not straight up telling him, but just like mention it
Right.
She might do that if she wanted to get back at you.
right.
in a backhanded.
Yeah.
If she wanted to be like,
Or she wanted to see me get yelled at.
You're already in trouble, John.
Not necessarily in trouble at all.
I mean,
Okay.
maybe we could at least stop in like one of the little sunny spots for a moment, and then on our way, like, thinking, would that help?
What would your mom like as a present?
All right. Oh, that's a really good idea.
He just came into a bit of money.
I did tell her about.
Yeah,
that
but we couldn't
thing.
get the adamantine.
That's the
they're-
raw stuff.
But your friend is going down to get it now.
Yeah, but how the heck is he gonna get back out?
I don't know.
They'll have the road fixed by the time he gets back.
Maybe.
It'll.
I think it will be fine.
Dwarven crew, you give him a week.
All right. I'll show you guys my home.
All right.
Yeah, I think you just want some forge time.
Mom sounds like she knows the great workshops.
Yeah. Do not move her tools.
That's right.
As I said, do you think he's anal? Where do you think he learned it from?
Yeah.
It moved like
Crap.
that much.
I hate to ask this. Didn't you tell your
you
mom
guys
to,
kind of like
be-
slightly
Yeah, we're
moving while you're
walking.
talking.
Yeah. Didn't you tell your mom like need to go into hiding or something?
I told her
It's
this,
got log over your
you
shoulder.
know.
That you might have to
yeah.
recast that before you finish getting to your destination.
All right.
I told her that we were being chased by,
Yeah.
You guys, this is a hassle. Why don't we just heal log?
Are there any temples around? Maybe get both of us.
Right?
to Moradin, but I don't know how
There's a
much.
temple to Moradin here. There's also a temple. There's a temple to the Raven Queen, and there's a temple to the Big with Hilnsfarn. And this is one of the big trade centers with Hilnsfarn, because Hilnsfarn is a huge hub for like everything. It's like the center of the continent. Like a lot of trade from all over the world goes through there, and it's got the most melting pot of people and all that jazz. So there's a lot of humans in this city as well, especially since it's like partially outside. So a lot of some of that culture is kind of leaked into this as well. So we have Palor, we have the Raven Queen, we have Moradin. There is Gun, the Tinkerer god. I can't remember his name exactly. Gorn or Goon something. The basic like. I don't like Razorfang Pantheon kind of stuff is here, but also some of the more human, a greater the Protector Hilnsfawn Pantheon here as well. The oddly enough, the temples of Palor and the Raven Queen work
quite well in tandem. One of them appreciates life and light, and the other one appreciates death and renewal, and like, you know, the necessity of death. So they actually work quite well together, and it's kind of been a partnership that has blossomed first at the center of Helmsvarn and kind of like spread out to other places with it. And Minheim kind of marks the spot where the Greater Protectorate like stops its borders before the Razorfang Agreement begins.
It's a toothed cog with 4 spokes.
Kind of like it, yeah.
Yeah, that would be Gond.
Gond, yeah.
G-O-N-D, yeah. God of craft.
Yep.
We can go. I don't know which temple you'd want to go to. Lord, Maven Queen.
Whichever one can make me, be able to enjoy a brothel or something here.
Or you could take care of Frog later and have no questions.
Well, because we have the heart for at least one of us, and then the other one here at a temple.
Maybe we'd go to the one with
Another one.
the Tinkerer God? For him?
I don't know.
What are we talking about?
Oh, for you know. I
Your
thought you would want
worms.
to, like...
My worms.
Every time you say that, I think of the dog dragging his butt. It's Zemdek dragging his butt.
You know, talking through things helps a lot.
What worms?
The ones in your head.
Right.
I told you, I got tested. I don't have worms.
That was then. This
Love
is
how that's
after.
now canon an accepted thing to be tested for worms as a youngest child.
Parasites?
Yeah.
I mean, it used to happen all the time.
Yeah.
The U.S.
That's
is one of the rare
fucking-
places that don't deworm people on a regular basis.
Yeah. In the big worm?
You guys
like
think I
the
need to, I guess.
Just for a little bit. Just to get checked out, bud.
I'll go by Gon's temple, then that's fine.
You think what was it?
That was up its butt.
Who would find that funny?
They have a valid point. I was crawling around in a worm's butt, so maybe I caught something.
Right.
Long
Yeah.
as that works.
I'll go by Gon's temple, that's fine.
So temple him and heart me.
Possibly.
Worried that what you got infected with was pretty easy to smash versus what he got infected with.
I mean, I don't care which temple it is, as long as they do the thing.
Thing with the thing in the place.
He knows what I'm talking about.
Would there be a temple that might be a
I
little...
just mean, like, keeping him invisible, it's a hassle.
Yeah.
That's what
We
I'm
could
going to
just-
the temple for.
If we just wake him up and he could take care of it himself, it'd be so much easier.
Right. But I don't want to, use... What if they can't cure your worms?
Right.
Do we even know I have worms?
Log saw your worms.
Yeah. We know how good the eyesight he has.
I can see through things.
I mean, he's also unconscious, so I don't know how he saw
He
that.
can also go out as a spirit.
Just so you guys know, while you're talking, the voice is coming out of your eye hole.
Yeah.
So there's a disembodied voice. It's like coming from overshot.
From Conk's ass.
Yeah. That construct has such a pedantic and prankish fart. Wonderful.
That machine's clanks sound like words.
It took me quite a while to get the voice to come out the right
Did
place.
you insert a voice box into its derriere?
I did.
How droll and unique.
Entertaining, yes?
50 gold.
Oh, for him?
Yes,
Not for sale, not for sale.
100 gold.
You
500 gold for the construct.
Not for sale.
He's already turned down like 10,000.
I made of money? Yes, I am.
Shiny will make you money.
exactly.
Hand him my.
would there be a place that might be a little more forgiving of your current form once, people can see you again? I'm just thinking that some people might be more minded,
I
especially
don't
if they're
think the
priests.
Raven Queen would care, since she deals with the transition from life to death of all beings.
Okay, maybe we can ask.
Also, Hilnsfarn is like wildly accepting of all colors and creeds, and races and cultures and everything. There are like, yeah, you've been to Hilnsfarn. Well, you haven't been interior, or you've done some stuff around that area-ish, kind of, but not really like gone inside. But you are well aware that like there's people of all times. Like you imagine there could very possibly be like bugbears that just straight up do business there. The only reason why the dwarves are and the dwarvish Razorfang agreement has this kind of like to bugbears is that they're and like full orcs is due to like a very rocky history, and that's not a very old history either. It's still going on. Like bugbears, bands of bugbears still raid their caravans and trade quite often. So it's just like it's the wrong side of the tracks for you here. It's probably a little safer here than it would be in Fillmore Bed, but Hilnsfarn people probably wouldn't think too twice.
But Hilnsfarn is also weeks away, right? So we're not going that far.
No, but those temples are from
Yeah. So
They
basically
in the
They kind of
temples,
they've kind of
Right.
imported the culture over here.
So I mean,
It's not like assimilation. It's just like
No,
so
it's
like,
just
you guys want to take him by the
Combine.
Raven Queen?
Yeah.
She's all about renewal and balance and.
right, and at the very least,
Let's get you checked out first, though. Go to the temple.
All right. I mean, if we go by Gond, I can ask about my brother.
okay.
They might not know him, but he's in their clergy.
So the temples are actually along this area here.
We have to go past your mom's shop to go to the temples.
yeah, but my house is up.
Your house is across the street.
Yeah.
And granted, I mean, these are big. This is big. It's not nowhere near as big as like Hilnsfarn or Fillmore Bed, but it's still a big place.
Yeah.
It's a big city. So yeah, there's this temple row that's here, kind of like up against the interior south area of what would come out. It's so much so that it's actually splits between inside and outside. Palor is over here. Raven Queen is over here, even though they work in tandem because one is in the dark and one is in the light. And Moradine is here, and Gond is here.
So I mean, we got to go by the Raven Queen to get to Gond.
Yeah.
I just think she's probably going to be the most accepting of a bugbear.
Right.
She's probably also going to be the one that
Would renew.
would take coin to bring him back.
Yeah, because it's not his.
I don't know
role,
if Gond would be as accepting.
So we were going to Gone for you.
Or sorry,
Yeah.
Pelor.
Right.
I don't know if Pelor would be as accepting.
Also, kind of got this like dark inferior thing going on. She probably
he is
thinks that.
very
too.
into
The one eye kind of.
Yeah.
the dark side of Icar and things. So
Right.
maybe not
Shadows and things.
Yeah.
So,
going to the light.
stop by the Raven Queen's
Yeah.
temple on the way.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Let's see if.
See if she can fix
Your brain bugs.
your brain. No, his brain.
His brain.
He still had bugs in his brain, and they kind of mushed him.
Cool with that.
He got.
Well, he had
Yeah.
brain dogs suck his
Dogs.
brains out.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys move along and head over to the dogleg portion, past the large, like big marketplace. That like dog tooth area next to the lake is kind of like where the bazaar is, where you can get almost any type of goods. There's always commerce going on everywhere here, but this is where established places are, like merchant quarter. I mean, granted, this whole city is a merchant quarter, but this is where like really established shops and specialty shops. We got general stores and all that. Like, you move your way past there.
Is there any like outright like touristy knickknack shops?
They're everywhere?
Yeah.
Cool.
Everywhere. One
while you're looking out for that, Argus, somebody bumps into you, and you catch them with their hand in your pocket.
I'm gonna warding flare their hand. Them.
It's a child. A little straighter
somehow.
It is a dwarven child, no more than like 15, 20 years old. So like relatively like 7, 8 years old. You still warding flare them?
Yeah.
Okay. You warding flare them? Ah!
Keep your hands to yourself.
What? What?
Oh!
Oh. The fuck's your problem, mister?
Well, get your hand out of my pocket.
I was just
I'm not paying for that.
Give me a 5-finger discount. Goodness.
You're lucky you still have 5 by the time you leave.
Hold up your hand. Yeah.
You're lucky you still have 5 by the time you leave.
They gasp and get her away.
Sofka say anything about this?
Sofka just kind of looks at you
Kind of his
hurt him.
past profession.
disapprovingly, like,
I didn't hurt him.
she chases him. Eventually, she comes back a couple minutes later, her purse a little lighter.
Catches up to us.
That's on me. I'm not going to make her spend money.
That's something. Cool. She probably would still give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been asked. No,
Get to the Raven Queen temple.
Yeah, you make it to the Raven Queen Temple.
Different.
It's a beautiful temple. The exterior has these 2 massive stone reliefs of these individuals that are like cloaked in these big statues that act like pillars, but they're not holding anything up. They're just big old statues, like humanoid-ish pillars of just individuals wearing these what looks like plague masks, but they're not that macabre. It's more beauty than macabre style, like medieval macabre, they wearing these like big cloaks made out of these feathers, and this is all stone, and they're just standing there as quiet sentinels with the beak down towards the sternum of their chest, and with 3 large feathers that stick out of the back of the crown of their head. No direct sunlight shines on this temple, and it has the way it's been built in is that so at no time of day would that happen, as it's kind of like built into a recess, which is odd because the other ones are just kind of built and then they carve it out a little bit. But this is even the steps up to it are built into a recess, so that's completely shaded in shadow. These beautiful stonework. You imagine that once this was commissioned here, they got some of the dwarves to be like, "Hey, this is our idea. You want to make this?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, we can get that done." The door itself is not a door. It is like those old garage doors that opened, that went like this, and they were one piece and then went into the garage. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like that, and it's made of this cold iron that just opens up like that with a counterweight. And there's this big counterweight on the other side on either side of the counterweight is a scale and a balance. On one is a feather, and on other is a heart, and it just. And you understand this imagery too, given your culture as well.
Immediately.
Immediately. This is like, so there's some God Pharaoh imagery in here too. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you're climbing the steps towards this door that is open, somebody else bumps into you, Argus. Another, it seems like a higher voice, somebody holding a lot of product that appears to be what looks like 2 casks and a big old sack of what smells like malt or like grain or something, bumps into you, and they're like, "Watch where you're going. Help me out a little bit."
Sure, I'll help them out.
You pick up one of the sacks and you remove one of the casks, and that reveals their face. It's your sister. Standing right there. And you're like, "You stupid brutes. You didn't even see where you're going." And she drops the cask and immediately embraces you. "What are you doing back home?"
We had to come see you guys. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I've had a couple of my groups that's been pretty messed up in the head. So we're taking.
I'll say I never took you for a Raven Queen person. I thought you were one of those. The other one, the crickly clackly one.
Yes. The crickly.
Smack you in the face. You feeling all right?
I'm feeling okay.
Great.
We're gonna stop by home right after this.
Great. Sure.
How's business going?
Oh, all right. Actually, I was just delivering some ale here for the festival this evening for the Raven Queen, the celebration of death. Kind of like Mardi Gras style, that whole thing.
I didn't know they partied.
Oh, you went to the temple. They party very hard. They party like there's literally no tomorrow because they believe death could come at any time. The whole thing. You'd be surprised. I mean, those emo guys, they know how to party. Yeah, it's like, the Festival of the Dead, that kind of whole thing. Now that's starting to be, it's like, think of it like the reverse solstice. I can't really remember. But you know how it, like, autumn is turning into winter. So at the very beginning of winter, there's like a observation of, like, the dead and things are dying. And it's just like giving a new path to renewal as beauty is born from it. This is the whole thing. Not really my bag. Didn't really think your bag either. But,
No.
they pay good. So
Yeah, yeah. We'll stop by for some good drinks after.
sure, for sure. I mean, your friend did, so.
My friend did.
Yeah.
Which friend?
Yeah, your half-orc friend you sent by to check up on us.
I didn't send a half-orc friend.
What?
Who came by?
This is a half-orc friend by the name of, like, Aaron?
You didn't send any.
Fuck. Yeah, you can, like, I think,
when
like,
did he stop?
Mom said that, you said that we might be in trouble, we had to leave soon, and then a couple days later, guy came by saying, like, oh, yes, like, Argus sent me to keep an eye on you, that whole thing. He's been, just chilling every once in a while, just keeping an eye on us, making sure we're okay, that whole thing.
Yeah, not a good thing. That's not from me. You guys should have said something when I was
You think it's from the guild?
Not the guild. Something more dangerous.
I'll let them with Dad.
Wait, just leave it.
We gotta go.
Just stop. Don't draw attention to this. Let me handle it.
He's at home right now
Okay.
with Dad and Mom.
How long has he been there?
Couple days.
He doesn't know I'm here. I just got into town. This is just going to change my approach. It'll be alright.
Should I get the go bag ready?
Just wait. Be ready, as always. But don't draw attention.
Okay.
Don't let anyone know you know anything.
I'm just supposed to deliver this beer like nothing happened.
Absolutely.
But Mom,
I will let
Dad!
them know. I will let them know. I have magic.
From what I hear,
you have magic. Great.
from what I hear, your mom will take care of it.
Yeah.
I mean, she can handle it herself, but I mean, the last time something like this happened,
Just keep
Dad lost an arm.
keep going about your day if you want it to.
I remember.
If you don't want anything to happen, keep
Don't.
going about your day. Don't think about it anymore.
The more you act
I mean-
something's going on, the worse things are going to be.
I just, if you tell me one more time not to help,
Old man climbing.
and then I won't be able to do anything, I'm gonna hit you with my dwarven fist.
In what world did I say don't help and you're not going to do anything?
You run a bar, right?
Yes.
Do you have any, like, extreme drinking contest booze?
What? I mean, we have like some hooch and like
No, I mean, like,
fire water and stuff like that. Like,
Do you have something like
things that dwarves struggle to finish.
well, why is that's neither here nor there? Like, you said Mom is
We'll
in
deal
danger.
with it.
If you think I'm not coming with you right away, you're absolutely wrong.
We'll deal with it later. Go back to
Deal
work.
with what later? Absolutely not.
How tactful can
Who
it
the
be?
fuck is this?
I'm about to say.
I'm Boots. That was uncalled for.
Lays you completely out.
I think that was silly, just.
That seems completely called for today.
It's not important at the moment.
My mom is everything. My father is everything else.
We'll figure it out.
Very important.
No
Shut up.
need to punch
Put my
people.
boot in your mouth.
If you would like to teach him to keep his mouth shut, please go ahead.
You too, mister.
Okay. Holy shuts up.
I like your sister.
Now, we're going now.
Let me drop. You guys deal with.
I don't. If things are.
There's a couple of us that
don't-
need healing first.
I don't want.
Shoves her boot.
I don't want Aaron to know anything that's going on. I don't know this I don't know this guy. I don't want anything suspicious to happen. If he thinks that I'm onto him or that I'm here, what do you think's going to happen to mom and dad?
Roll a persuasion check at advantage for me.
23.
23. You see this intense, furrowed brow look of pure dwarven frustration, of like, you know how stubborn your family is, and that your sister is absolutely no exception. And like in the face of like brute logic, even doesn't matter.
Standing
like
on a man's beard.
A tear, almost like steamy, like streams down her face. Is like, you promise.
I promise. You can come in with me. That is fine. But I need you to actually. I'll think on it. Maybe you can come in first and run interference.
Are we not doing anything right now?
I want them to know I'm here yet. I need to figure out what's going on. How well do you know this guy? How much have you talked to him?
He just
What do you know about him?
knew a bunch about you, and he said that you sent him, and he knew stories about us that only you could have told him.
What stories?
He knew about how Dad lost his hand.
I've talked to, on my travels, I talked to someone that he had control over.
Do you know how hard it is for a gnome to grow a beard and you're standing on it?
This is way bigger than you can imagine. You remember what happened to Carradine?
Yes.
We
yes.
were there. Dead middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
This guy who caused it knows about me and us. This is why I said be ready to go underground. I wish you guys would have told me who it was the tons of times I took sending to your bear, to our mom and dad.
We thought it was one of Grog's friends that he knew things. We thought you sent him.
Okay.
Stupid. I'm so
You're
stupid.
fine. Anyone would think so. Who knows random stories?
You get off
This
my
guy is
beard, we'll figure it out.
Very convincing.
Steps off you.
Prestidigitation.
He's very convincing, very powerful.
He was pretty charismatic. Yeah. He was playing some songs for us.
Do you think it's him in disguise, or do you think it's an agent of his?
It's got to be him in disguise, or
I mean, to use the name Aaron is pretty on the nose.
what? Aaron box.
It's a little bit too much, yeah. What did it?
Anyways,
He said he was
we'll deal with this
Right.
as soon as possible.
You're not dealing it without me.
How long have you been in a room with him at a time?
He slipped downstairs.
The best thing to do is business as usual until we figure it out.
He slept in the same house.
What is the rest of your day looking like before this information came to light?
Detect magic.
You casting the spell, not the ritual? Okay, we'll get to that in a second. 8. Come to deliver this, get my payment, head back to the bar, get ready for the late lunch rush, early dinner rush. Work there late, head back home.
So probably be best to keep that schedule for now, right? Just
I'm not going to tell you again, there's no way.
the best way.
Somebody else can handle the bar.
No, the best way.
If they're at your house, that's probably not the only one that's watching you.
Mm-hmm.
If you go and change their day, they are going to know that something is up.
But I'm not good at this stuff. Like, I'm not good at pretending.
It's really not that big a deal. We'll figure it out.
If it makes you feel better, you can kick him again.
Doesn't know where your
Kicks your
voice is coming.
She looks around. She's like, she thinks it's her conscious, and she's like, "You're right." Kicks your shin.
Prestidigitation. I'm going to make Conk fart right in your face.
It's just steam.
It's straight up Steve. Yeah.
I'm worried about him being able to control you guys. To get to me.
Detect magic.
I'm looking for divination magic specifically on her.
That's a very good question.
Like, so it's an aura of white magic that I would see somewhere on her person. I mean, if there's something else, I'll take it.
Yes.
Like, that's specifically what I want to look for.
You do see something. Something in her pocket. It looks like a small coin with glowing white.
What is it?
Ask her to empty that pocket.
What's in your pocket?
Lucky coin?
Where'd you get it from?
Shit!
Wait. Why don't you offer it as a token to the Raven Queen as you go? So that way it's not suspicious.
An offering?
Right.
Hey. Absolutely.
You probably heard everything we just said.
Nothing I can do.
You're not that smart, are you?
Dick. She stomps up the stairs and just without even looking at you, just keeps on going.
We're getting a little too serious. Sorry, guys.
We really need to get you checked out there, bud.
Don't move. And she goes up the stairs,
I'm following.
throws everything up on top of her. She's carrying the 2 casks and the sack of grain or malt.
We need to get log carried.
Yeah.
We need everyone.
This is big.
She walks in, get a very trying to compose herself. Impressive for how, because she wears her heart on her sleeve, and you know this. You've always known this about her. So she's doing her best, fighting back these frustrated tears of something, and she's pushing on, and she's like, "That's exactly what you wanted." She doesn't make eye contact with the person that she's doing business with, which appears to be one of the maesters, or you go "Thank you very much. I'm glad you were able to do the order that we requested. May the queen be with you and watch over you." Yes. Thank you for the business. If you so choose, you are more than welcome to join us in the festivity. Yes, I understand. Thank you. And she kind of saunters over to the thing and flips the coin in. And she's like, "Your donation is very much appreciated." And she just doesn't respond.
Excuse me, Maester. Does anyone here offer restorative services?
Yes, well, the psalms that we sing and the prayers that we give and the
We had someone run in.
services that we do offer restoratives to the soul.
We're looking for something a little more substantial.
More of this body and world,
You're speaking of clerical magic.
Yes.
We do offer services, however, of course, there's recompense.
Sure,
required
of
for
course.
services. Unfortunately, the head maester involved in such things, who usually takes care of everything, is out for the evening, preparing for this evening ceremony. Won't be back until much later. Prefers to stay out of the daylight hours on this one of our holiest of days.
Well, that's no help.
I do apologize for any inconvenience. However, I do believe that if you require, you can head over to our sister temple. The Maester there is most likely wildly available. They do not. Their office hours are day.
Paylor?
Yes, of course.
I'm trying to be more discreet. As
The friend we need healed is more of your element.
Right.
He is of shadow.
All creatures live and die. I see no reason why we need to discern between which ones they are.
Would your sister, with the others, the
He's-
sister temple,
The Dawn
think-
Father, you mean?
would they also consider that?
Would he be welcoming to one
All
touch?
creatures
by shadow?
live. As long as they accept the grace of light.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Okay.
But
Have fun with your party.
yeah, of course, please join the festivities if you should.
I'll leave the half-empty cask of Gutbuster as a...
Oh, thank you. Very
Is
good.
that-
Be careful with that one. It's good stuff.
It's
Much appreciated. Thank you. Revelry.
okay.
I'm Brute space in the bag, don't you?
He's become super chaotic at this moment.
Me? No.
Feel like that our time is ticking now that she's thrown away that coin.
As much as I hate to do it, why don't we just
Use the heart on log and get going.
Yeah. And
You guys don't want to give
Speaking
me...
of which, time's ticking on this spell. Like
That's-
you got like 2 minutes left, or you're gonna have to recast it.
Okay.
could we maybe ask for an area to do it so that here?
I cast it again just to make sure he doesn't
You just, yeah, not
randomly appear.
Well, it was just in case.
not hard to just like kind of tap conk on the back and cast the spell. No big deal.
Okay.
It's not assuming you're not being watched by any
So
particular.
you don't care about my brainworms anymore?
No, we
Oh, we
care.
care about
We
you.
care a lot. It's just
He's just
You
kidding
are
because he
way-
can't take things seriously.
You are way more effective, even with your brainworms, than
Conk being unconscious or Log being unconscious?
yeah.
So do you use the heart right now?
Well, that's what I was wondering if we stood in the shadows here in the temple.
save.
Right. It's your call.
And
Excuse me, Maester, do you have a little room we can use for a minute?
Ah, yes. You wish to pray in private.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Of course, yes, absolutely. The darkest of rooms is still available.
Perfect.
Pitch black. We just got a painted Vanta.
Did you get the license for that?
License?
Does the Raven Queen
We're the
own
temple. We own Vanta.
the Vanta Black? Okay.
We invented
Oh,
Vanta. It's our Vanta.
Yeah, maybe if
You seen our wardrobe?
it's not for later, then.
Just heard it was limited use.
you already cast it.
But that makes sense.
I had literally 2 minutes, so.
Right, but if we did it in hiding, he could then we bring him back.
Right, but I'm not sure if
Let's go into the prayer room. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Kind of like usher you to.
Yeah.
Go like,
Okay.
they take this like old key that's like made of like a half a dagger, half like metal feather that stick it into this thing, and rather than it being like a turn key, it's a key that like slides like a card, and the feather has certain spots of where the feather is missing. Like you know how when you go like a feather and sometimes the frilling breaks at certain spots, it sticks the feather in sideways, and it unlocks like that, and then the door kind of like slides open.
It's a cool key.
Why, thank you. Yes, we have to thank our wonderful tinkers and craftsmanship here at.
At your
good luck
service.
with your prayer.
Thank you.
You guys all go into the pitch black room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Close the door. No
Light.
light. Your light in this room is reduced to half the size.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely.
Like it's only 20 foot.
I literally just want us to have enough so we can hit on with the thing.
like all of
Here,
your light is like
Argus.
glow stick light because none of it is bouncing off.
Go ahead and use it.
All right. I'll use the heart on log. I have to find it first.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I mean, you can
Can you
drop
drop
it.
it?
Yeah, no. As soon as we go in there, I can drop it because the concentration spell.
Yeah, but you still
I
can't.
like drop it.
Yeah, well, you can see because you have dark vision.
Okay. But, yeah.
Like,
You cast light.
I didn't expect us all to like walk in there and start wandering around the room.
You guys just.
Right.
Okay. So I'll use the heart on log.
You do so. Log. Describe to me how you use the heart.
Remember how the heart works.
We touch it to the affected area, if I remember correctly.
Just stick it on his head, right by his eye.
Maybe.
Kindle the flame in the heart.
Right.
Hold it to his head.
I'll hold it to his opposite eye, so then when you look at him, he has a flame eye and a glowing heart.
Yes.
Like glasses.
Googly.
That looks like,
With the
like
mustache.
some postmodern art like piece there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then when they're both of them removed raccoon eyes. The dumbest fucking thing.
And then I will touch it to his skin.
Okay. You place it over his eye and like kind of like the coins for Charon kind of idea, and you do the pulse of like it recognizing that you're activating it. It's starts to match your heartbeat as you start to feel it on your. There's this big, like, massive, intense migraine for half of a second as a bunch of memories flood back of back when you were a kid with your tribe. Another flashback where the tragedy that happened. Your father staying behind. Your heart starts to beat faster as the adrenaline starts to surge through your body, and the heart itself starts to beat faster as well, matching its pace. One more last surge as you feel the sensation of when your intellect was removed from your body, and then, like layering voices, you hear the comments of your friends. Of course, we're going to take care of him. Of course, we'll make sure that he gets better. We're not going to leave him behind. Whatever we need to do. That kind of stuff. All of your voices. Just kind of... And almost like a warp speed tunnel, your eyes open. And you sit up.
Hey, you're back.
The firelight there begins to sputter. And extinguish. Thank you.
No, I like
Man,
I know, it was pretty cool, but it's better to have you
You gotta
back.
figure out a way to make that permanent.
I wasted all that ruby dust.
I mean, that was some fucked up shit, but
It would have been cool to have the whole, like, the fireball eye. Like, come on.
I never get to like actually see what it looked like.
Oh,
It sounds really cool.
I'll sketch it for you.
minor illusion.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I was all like, what do you mean I'll sketch it? I do it to you so you can see your face.
Wait, that who gave me the raccoon? Oh, motherfucker.
I told you, it wasn't great, but we decided to,
We got bigger fish to fry here.
yeah.
You essentially...
Tommy Lister Jr.
Tommy...
I gotta look this
And we're
way.
back. Great.
The
So you
president
essentially...
from Fifth Element, or he's like any kind of stereotypical convict in the movie.
Oh, you mean Debo from Friday? Yes.
Debo.
So
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy.
He's Zorg?
Fantastic.
No, not the bad guy. The president.
Oh,
Did you ever see Friday?
Oh, he was a WWE fighter.
yes. He's like... He's got,
Yeah, he
like,
was.
one eye bigger than the other a little bit. He's like, I'll do this myself.
So,
That kind of guy.
Right.
you guys don't care about my brainworms anymore?
No, again, we
Care about your brain?
I don't care about my brainworms, but you guys seem to really want me to get them checked out.
We still do, but it's,
Still should get him checked out.
we have
Not priority anymore?
fish to fry,
He
not
played the
worms
police
to...
chief in Zootopia. Did you know that?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds right.
you with brainworms is still way more intelligent than most people I know.
I mean, we're right here by Gond. We could stop by.
Do you think we need to stop by with Gond or deal with Emrys?
Let's go deal with Emrys.
How do you want to do it? Since we're here, we have a little privacy of our moment. Guns blazing, or what's like? You want to contact your parents at least and see if they're okay at the moment? He was
Do you have
watching.
Twig back yet?
I don't
Because
think.
it went down when you went down. We haven't had time to...
Well, we got squished.
Yeah, squish. Yeah. I mean, you could run it now if you want to take 10 minutes.
No.
Well, for me, it takes like an hour to do. I think that spell takes an hour.
Do
Well, the
we tell their
ritual of...
do we tell them to try to go?
dude.
Well, no, but this specific ritual takes.
Do we try to have them get away, or do we try to?
be on something.
If we try to have them get away, we almost have to explode
To the
ourselves
bar.
and run.
Right.
I climb up on Khan's
Yes, I
back.
heard it.
Actually, to the bar might not be a bad idea. Maybe you could message them to go to
Yeah,
a public place.
1
so
hour
that
plus 10 minutes.
it would be a little less conspicuous.
For me,
or,
I get the plus 10 minutes
like,
because of
they-
the
I don't know.
ritual thing.
That's where Aaron was, right?
Why is it
At the
1
bar?
hour to cast? Oh, casting time.
No,
1 hour. You're
it's
right.
at home.
Yeah.
You're right. I did not know that it. I
Oh.
never knew that. You're right.
I thought,
So I think I do a ritual and it adds 10 minutes to
When
what
I roll?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
was Aaron at the bar? Or was Aaron
Their
at
house.
their house?
He's at their house with mom and dad right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron.
From what your sister told you, your sister's not in this room. She didn't
No.
come with
Yeah.
you. She's like still finishing up business, flipping up the coin, and just doing waiting for you outside.
For some reason, I thought she said that he came into the bar and was talking to her there, but she went to the
You
house.
didn't interview too much about like their exact movements.
Okay.
You just know that they were staying at their house,
Okay.
in their home, sleeping in.
Yep. Time to go deal with that.
Do we pretend that we know him?
Fuck no.
Do we go in?
Do we pretend that? Well, do we pretend that we know nothing?
I mean, as soon as we show up, they're gonna know.
They already know, right? Based on
I mean, I could always try that pattern one that never seems to work except on our friends.
As soon as we walk in the door, the jig's up. I don't think it matters.
Sorry.
So we go in blasting.
First thing is,
So anyway, I started blasting.
do we let my mom know that?
Do you have a spare spell?
I mean, I haven't cast anything today.
Let her know we're coming.
Let her know not to trust him.
That there might be trouble. There might be.
I'm worried about her
Killing.
response.
Backups.
Tell her not to respond.
Backups on the way.
No,
Tell her
not
not to
that part. Her physical response.
Visceral response.
right.
Backups on the way. Aaron's not who he says he is.
Yeah, she's not one to hold back.
We'll be there in 10 minutes.
Or however long it takes for us to make
We
it
have to
across.
cross the road.
I mean,
Take a couple minutes, just because it's busy.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to tell her anything. She always has a hammer ready.
Cool.
Okay.
So we go in blasting.
All right, what's your house like so we can kind of strategize
I
as we.
mean,
How old is that?
It's picking up all that clicking.
I don't remember what my house was because we never actually did anything in my house.
What your house looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Layout?
the
Oh,
layout.
yeah, let me explain it to you.
We never actually.
I've had this perfect image of it in my head. So
I'm like, we did stuff in mine.
It's not
2 more beds.
terribly big, but pretty much you and your sister have like a loft bedroom that you kind of share together. That's open air. It doesn't have a door or anything. Essentially, if we're talking, we'll do a couple of views. So this is from the front view, and this will be from the top view. Okay, top view. The loft kind of is this area. You got like a bed here, and you got a bed here. It's not terribly big, but these are big beds, so don't bug me with scale. You have your stuff here. Down here is like, so the loft is over here. You're looking, this is the door, and the bar is here. There's a forge here. That's pretty much like in the living room. And there is like, there's a forge and a smelter. There's a smelter right outside, and there's a forge like in the living room because you use their forge to make food too. Like, yeah, it's used for everything. Anything that needs fire, you use the forge for.
Okay.
And there's like a little table here, a little dining table here. The bar is here for like if people come in that want to buy stuff from like your father that does like that kind of business. So because you still have like a storefront there, but you also live in the storefront. And because you had a better setup for a bed, but you don't here, and you want to seem pretty unassuming. The actual like vendor stall, where it's just one of those ramshackle stalls, is over here, but your home where you can still do some business out of is here. You loft with like the beds up here, and then in the back, under the loft, back before like and a little bit over. Well, that's a up there, but like in a little bit in the back here, the it extends a little, so there's another master bedroom back here, where your father and your mother stay. Small space, not a whole lot of room to move around. But yeah, it gets hot in here because of the forge just like almost constantly running. Or they just constantly have like parts. There's like holes in the ceiling like this, and the walls to give ventilation. Other than that, yeah, there's not really too much to it. Kind of like a cube.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There is one door that does separate other parts of it, and that's the door that separates the master bedroom from like the bar storefront area with like stuff on, the walls and whatever. And then there's the forge here. But other than that, there's no other doors other than the front door and that door.
There's no secret back door.
There's absolutely a secret back room door. It actually, it is under the bar right here, like right where you stand, in order to do stuff. So at any moment, your dad could just slam it and fall through and start running if your mother needed to hold somebody off.
We go in blasting.
Granted, if your dad's not tending the shop, if he's somewhere else, or if anybody's anywhere else, like...
Yeah.
So we bust in the door. You see a half-orc. Just start shooting.
No, he just like... What if it's an actual patron?
So anyway, I started blasting. Oops. Killed somebody.
I can literally look inside before we enter.
That is true.
Yeah. And could still be a half-orc patron, but,
Fine. You guys are taking all the fun out of this.
Oh, you can do whatever you want once we're actually inside blasting.
All right.
Right. There's no way for us to get
While we're
into
talking,
the
I'm switching my armor.
Okay. Your sister's like, I'm helping you put it on and take it off and put it on.
I'm
This
assuming
was here, right? And this one, right?
towards the end of the day, so mage armor again.
Well, it's, I didn't know if you wanted the crosshatch tie or, a braided tie or...
All about mobility. Come on now. You know
Okay,
you
right.
do the cross half tie.
Yeah, right?
What's the half-orc wearing? So then I'll know if it's him or a different half-orc when I look at him.
Wearing a nice cravat. And,
Half-orc wearing a cravat?
yeah.
And that wasn't suspicious?
Well, it seems like, somewhat, like,
A civilized half-orc?
racist?
By the way, these are my type of friends. Not that guy.
Why is he so racist? It's not...
Have you ever met a civilized or half-orc before?
Yes.
A proper one?
Yes.
If you say Grogu, I know you're lying.
No, not Grogu. Not Grogu. Not
Grogrug.
Grogrug. No. But guys, city of commerce. People of all creeds
That makes
who have
sense.
money here come here all the time. Absolutely.
Do you see one of them being friends with him, though?
There's like one of the guild masters is a half-orc.
Do you see one of them being friends with him?
Now you're just being mean.
Yeah, this is...
I deserved it.
Be nicer to my brother.
Would you rather... Is there a way to get to that secret tunnel at all? From other means? Or
Pop up
we
through the
could come
floor?
up- Yeah.
Start blasting?
So I'll pop down the floor.
Or at least we could split into two sides and flank, basically.
Do I know where that tunnel goes out?
Yeah, it goes into
I probably used it to sneak out of the house a few times.
perhaps. Your mom caught you quite a few times because she knows that would be something that you would do. Yes, it does. It does go into like a small tunnel system. It's not necessarily like the sewers. It's just a smaller tunnel system more of like basic shallow catacombs about the way eventually emptying out into like an alleyway that's not too far away. You could go the reverse way, but you do know that thing is kept locked.
Yeah. Someone would have to let you in.
Granted, you have a key, but the key is from the other side. Lock's on the other side.
Okay.
Because it's meant to be a quick way out. It could be a way in. Because your mom made it, so your mom would know how to like disassemble it from one side to like let her in if she needed to. But like, it was never meant to sneak into a house.
Yeah.
Could we let him loose on it? Maybe he can figure it
You would try, though. I mean, it's your mom's.
Nah,
it's your
let's just go
mom's
in the front
handiwork,
door.
so you probably could figure it out.
But you could
don't
blast
wanna
them in the
take
butt.
apart something?
Seems like too much work.
Wait. No, I know there's something up. He doesn't want to take something apart because it's too much work.
You guys want me to waste time before coming to help you? If this does get into a battle?
We've waited the last time, and she starts trouncing.
I'm with her. Let's go.
She's headed straight for home.
All right.
You stopping her?
How is this? I can't stop her.
Are you attempting to stop her?
Cole's gonna mind link with her and go, do not go inside without us. Wait until we get there.
She thinks it's her conscience again.
Yeah, she does. You think it's her conscience again? Voice keeps changing.
Lords have friends. They can talk to you telepathically.
Have you
Pretty
not gone
fucking
mad?
sweet.
How have you not gone mad?
He's gone mad a couple times.
We've all gone mad a couple times.
I think we have to take a step back.
I am mad.
Your actual. I'm furious. How you're saying that we have to take your crazy, actually insane friends in to help my family?
Yes.
But we're crazy.
Shut up!
He's a different kind of insane.
You have a mass murderer killer living under your roof. Will you want my crazy friends to come help, or do you want to just kind of freaking let him live there? All right, stop it, and let's deal with this.
Right.
It's all my fault. I shouldn't.
It's not your fault.
How the heck would you know?
It's not
I
your,
mean, it's supposed. You're not here. I'm supposed to protect mom and dad.
not your fault.
Because they can't protect themselves.
No, that's not. Yeah, I'm just.
Uh-huh.
Shut up.
He is brilliant.
I didn't say anything at the time.
Do not.
Most people who are mad can get a lot of things done.
Furious.
Then
Let's go then.
Use your freaking rage and bash some skulls in.
So we just go in there and we start blasting?
Yes.
I don't have a blaster. I can punch things.
Punching works.
Works.
Cole pulls out his crossbow. You want to use this?
And
Zemdak, should we use your coaster?
How good is she at taking a hit?
She's probably well versed at using those coasters.
Right.
she is like she runs a bar.
Right.
So
Right.
she's probably breaking up a couple bar fights in her time.
No, the special coaster that came from.
I understand.
Okay.
Diplomacy coaster?
Barkeeper's friend.
Yeah.
Or barkeeper's armistice.
Yes.
Right.
Do we want to use that?
We could.
Did you get one of these?
In real life.
Is today the day?
We could save it for it. Let's see if it is
I
him.
won it off of Grogruk. I beat him in
Did he
a
steal it
drinking
from you?
contest.
Yes.
Knew it.
If it gets really bad, go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
If you don't need it, though, I want it back. Mine fair and square.
Punches you again.
Come on!
How much does it take to make him shut up?
Never.
How much does it take? You put him in front of a forge.
You have any adamantium?
No.
Then never.
Jesus Christ.
Mithril?
No.
Never.
Pay him to shut up?
No, you
This is
put-
your traveling
You
companion?
put him in front of a forge. Do you see his construct that I helped him build?
Okay, I get it. He has his talents, but goddamn, he's insufferable. Anyway, I'm furious.
He
Let's
has-
go.
He has brainworms.
Right.
This is a new.
Brainworms?
That's why we're at the
These are the
temple.
people we're trusting the safety with our family with?
Absolutely. I would trust these people with my life, and I have multiple times.
Right. We've all helped each other.
Amber, you're scaring me.
That's
I
not
should keep calling you Amber.
Do.
Ember's my nickname.
Do.
You know, fire, burn, ember.
Makes sense.
Boots.
It
Amber.
does.
It's okay.
Just whatever first pops to mind when you look at somebody, that's what you call them.
Wormy.
Perfect. Wormy garnet flake.
Well, you already know, so you feel like nicknames like fucking.
Collect them like ore.
Guys are going, right?
Yep.
So how are we approaching this? You go in the back way? You go in the front way? What's happening?
Nobody's stopping me. I'm charging right in there with Kong.
Oh, so because I can look and I can assess.
Oh yeah, we were gonna wait.
Yeah, so I can look and I can make sure that it actually is the cravatted.
I'm not sure he's there. What if he's not there?
yeah,
What if
so-
he kidnapped my family?
So I can just walk up to the door and just suss the situation before we actually go in.
So, brain worms,
Don't worry about.
mind madness, X-ray vision.
Could
Good shit.
Dimensional
You're the
magic.
sweetest one among you. What can I do for you?
No,
She can
I'm
warp
speaking
space.
to TJ. Could
No.
No, you are not.
would Sofka, given the underground situation, want to possibly use her ability
I
to
mean, I
maybe-
could try, see if we can find another way in. You said there's tunnels?
Yeah, I can tell you where to
You
go.
want me to, like, go the other way around in case things go south or something?
You
Listen,
can get. Oh, I guess we. Have to
I mean,
travel
if
that
you
way.
give me, like, a vague idea of where it is to go, I'll find it. This is...
I'll tell you exactly where to go.
And I got
Go
it.
here,
I mean,
go here.
we're in a city.
See this mark? and
Underground
this
city is my shtick.
It's a matter of opening a locked door.
mark. Or you
once
guys just
you get-
using Mage Hand to push the button under the desk.
That's what I was going
I
to
mean,
do.
worst
Yeah.
case scenario, I'll just turn into something big and crush the door.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Look inside.
It's already there.
Yeah, you guys roll up. You have to like grab the collar of your sister, like as you.
1 minute.
I said, don't wait.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
You say a lot of things, not always
No,
out
he
loud.
says a lot of things.
I'll look inside.
That
and
is new,
see
isn't
what, see what's going on in there.
You're just figuring
What's
That's really not new.
I'm saying like what's the thickness of the material it can penetrate?
It's 30 feet of anything.
Really, it's 30 feet of
Remember,
literally
he was seeing
anything?
through the rocks.
I can see
seeing
through the lead.
dragons.
You can see through.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be a sheet of lead. It can be like a wall,
Yeah.
thick wall of lead.
It could be a 30-foot wall of lead. And
That's-
that's
I mean,
why
you remember you had him looking. He was looking through the wall at the archaeology site, like
Right.
Hands through the lead
That's
box.
true. Yeah, you can, because this is a stone building, you can look through. You see two individuals sitting down at the dining table. One is a dwarven individual missing an arm. The other one is appeared to be a humanoid of, you just kind of get like shapes, right? You don't get like colors and details.
So it's only the objects that I'm seeing through that are ghostly. So people I see fine. It's just the
Oh,
solid
really? So you
objects.
get like colors and everything?
Well, I mean, it doesn't say that. It just says that the objects I'm looking through are ghostly images.
Okay.
So solid objects are ghostly images.
I'd say like they're it's like I'd say they're like monochromatic at the very least, which is fine. But it's still kind of like they're kind of like translucent, but they're not transparent and ghostly of like the objects.
Is it kind of like
People are.
wearing infrared goggles, basically?
Kind of like that, but a little
Or
bit different. But yeah,
Or dark vision goggles.
Yeah, yeah,
Like not dark vision, but like
I get what you're getting at.
night
Kind of like
vision.
that. So so you see two individuals sitting at the table.
You perceive objects as ghostly, transparent images.
Right.
So he sees ghosts as like X-ray.
Yeah,
vision.
yeah. It's fine. What you see is like a
But
humanoid
creatures
individual.
aren't objects. So
Yeah,
See the creature.
so they're a little bit more opaque, is what I'll say. That the creatures are a little bit more opaque. So it's like I don't know if you've ever been in one of those video games where you can sometimes see through walls if you engage hunter sense and you can like tag your enemies. It's kind of like that. That's how you see it.
Fam, so
Yeah, so there's a bunch of those type of video games. So Metal Gear Solid 2 does that kind of stuff. So you do that. You see lounging and sitting in one of the chairs, far side of the wall, is a taller humanoid. Looks like they're dressed nicely, possibly a half-orc, very, very possibly a half-orc. The other is a dwarven individual. Looks like they're missing part of their arm. They both appear to like have their heads back in laughter and have like cups of something in front of them. You see another individual, what looks behind the bar, but not like directly behind the bar, like on the far wall near one of the doors that is to the bedroom. Appears to like look like they're hanging up like an axe that they just finished on the wall or something. It looks like a burly dwarven individual. So they appear to, all three individuals seem to appear in this space. So give you guys a little bit more of a layout.
Log. Telepath to. my
Dwarf
dad.
or
Tell him.
far side of the wall in the corner, half-orc individual probably. Dwarf missing an arm here on this side of the table. The table was here, kind of up against the wall, half-orc dwarf. Okay, past the bar, up on the wall, past the bar, a couple feet away from the bar, up against the wall, putting something up on the wall
is a other burly dwarf individual.
So I'll explain that to everyone.
All right. Dad's missing an arm. Mom's hanging stuff up. Do we want to telepath to them saying we're coming in, Aaron's a fraud, and then we go?
Leroy.
That works for me.
Yank.
So one of us.
Because you can telepath.
I can't see them. It's gotta be you.
Tell my dad first. He won't respond. As my mom will take that axe off the wall and run at it.
Do we want her to do that? Is she good in the fight?
Well, yeah.
Can I tell them to just duck or to...
I'm actually gonna duck though.
No, but I'd rather have her not be surprised and swing at us.
Where do we know that? Well, I'll tell her that we're coming in.
Your family is within feet of this individual, just so you know. If this is who you think it is, this individual is extremely powerful. Your family is in... If this is who you think it is, your family is in imminent danger. If hostilities begin. Like, imminent danger. You fought this individual before. Almost killed you guys. Do you think your family could survive?
With us, it's a possibility.
In an enclosed space?
I have silence prepared.
I'm just letting you know, like, you are all thinking about this, like, tactfully as you're going through this. Especially you, Argus. You're, like, worst case scenarios are going through your head. You know that if they wanted to, in seconds, they could dispatch all of your family members.
Try the spell if I can.
But what?
We've taken him
You do
before.
what you do. You do you.
We've made him run.
Just tell me what the exact words you want me to tell them.
Oh, shit.
Because I don't think I can get them.
Or do you tell Emrys it's time to leave?
Come on, wherever you are.
Come out and play.
Who's to say? What if that's just an agent of his, someone else that he has control over? We don't know for sure.
See, your sister walks up to you, kind of shakes your hips because she can't reach your shoulders. It's like, what do you see? What do you see?
They're laughing and hanging shit up.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're going in there or what?
I had gone with Sokka. I wouldn't have put it to.
All right. I got an idea. I got this.
You guys give Sokka and them time to, like, get into place.
Yeah.
I got this. I got a plan. I'm gonna start walking towards the door.
Wait,
I just pick him up.
When you resist? Kind of, but not really.
Yeah, kind of, but not really. I got a plan.
What is your plan?
I'm gonna threaten him.
With?
How'd that work out last
My
time?
whole family's in here.
If he hurts anybody, I cut the bag.
With his family inside of there.
Enclosed space.
No fireball.
Definitely no fire.
What if we could get your mom and dad to come out the door and I can run in the cloud and daggers and the way and we can run?
Or
Otherwise, well, no, that doesn't work since you guys.
I really wish my sister was involved, because then I could just tell them all to go to ground, and then we could try to sneak away.
I mean, we could have taken.
Wait a minute. Is there like a storage area around the house? Like out
There's
back?
a smelter out up the side, and there's some storage area for, like, mining materials and ore and stuff like that.
Cool. I'm gonna walk in there really quick and just start dumping stuff out.
I haven't set you down yet.
I'm not gonna go in there. Let me down. Like, I go into the corner of the smelter and I start dumping stuff out of the bag.
Yeah, there's, like, a small shack there where, like, they keep ingots and ore and other.
Everything except for the body.
Okay. If you're not turning the bag inside out.
No.
So you have to reach in and grab one thing at a time, because that's how the bag of holding works. Unless you turn it inside out, you
And then
can't just
put the
dump.
body back in.
Right.
Sure.
Turn it inside out. So much shit. So much shit out here. It overflows. The shack gets filled and like whoa, and like you come out in a tidal wave of items. It is not quiet. Log, are you still looking, or how long does that work?
Lasts for a minute.
Okay, so it's gone. Yeah. You try to
Scoop the body
like
back.
take it, you put the body over the bag, or I'm sorry, you put the bag over the body and just like
Scoop it
feet
up,
first,
kind of.
like, that whole thing. Yep.
Cool.
So
Let's go.
just so you know now, everything in the bag of holding is no longer the bag of holding now. It's
in the
outside not in the smelter. The smelter is a dome that keeps things hot and that turns ore
Right.
into
In the
it's in the shack
so-
next to it.
Yes.
Which is overfilled and is like half of the stuff that is in your bag is on the floor in a pile, like sliding out of the shack. You cannot close this door. It's like, so half of your valuables are just sitting there next to this house.
Isn't that like some of the gold and jewels
It's
and
a
stuff we
lot of
just
the
got?
golden stuff, yeah.
Yeah, everything.
You guys want to lose it?
No.
Okay. Let's go.
Zemdak's being crazy.
I mean, this will be quick. I'll just come back out and get it when we're done.
This isn't going to be quick.
Well, now, if you guys keep taking this long, let's go.
What are you guys doing?
What are you gonna do?
You believe about now, Sofka, and you. You are. Yeah, you're there. Did you familiar with you?
I think what would have made sense is leaving Shakar with you guys, so that when we get, because Sofka can see and lead me in the dark,
so
and
you have,
then
like,
when
a
I
way
get,
to-
then I can warg into him and
So
like
is it a
try to get
flip
you a
button
signal.
It's like
to
like
open
a
the trap door?
thing. So if you like hit it in the right spot, it kind of like opens up and then closes again.
Temple lock.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tumble lock. Yeah,
Yeah, so I would have warged into Shakar then once we got.
but
to
it only
position.
spins like one way, and it's like in the way of the person that's under it. If that's a thing. So, but you can break it. It's just wood.
You would nudge. You.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything's that we're in
Okay.
position.
Both of you guys are below this trap door. Sofka's like, right, good luck.
Got this.
All right. I'm gonna walk to the door.
Dagger to the bag menacingly. I follow
be-
right behind Argus.
Mom, I'm home.
You hear a clink clink.
As I walk to the door.
You walk through the door. As you walk through the door, you all hear the teapot near the forge begins to whistle. And you hear your dad turn around from the table, look at you. Oh, welcome home, son. Oh, so good to see you. And your mom's like, hey, my little Ember. Everything okay? Everything safe?
Who's this guy?
You're just in time.
Silence.
Is that a vocal? Is that vocal somatic?
Yeah.
Counterspell.
Counterspell. Well, no, I can't see him.
Can't
Damn
see
it.
him.
No, I can. Well, shit.
No, you can't do it.
Fuck. I
He
but I would
raises
be-
his hand. No, that's not very nice.
Neither is you. Neither are you being in my
You're
home.
just in time for tea.
Time for you to go.
Oh, but I love it here so much.
I'm gonna walk in hypnotic pattern.
Are you guys intending to do combat right now? Because you casting spells is extremely hostile.
We did say we were going in there.
I know. I do understand. Your dad is 5 feet from this dude. Okay.
Will.
Okay. Because you see this guy. I'm letting you guys know because I want you guys to get a lay of the land as to what's going on first before you do anything. Because you saw what was happening. Loud sounds happened.
You see his hand on the table, holding a cup of tea. His fingers are interlocked in a spell, prepped and ready to cast at your father in a split second.
You harm anyone.
Well, can't we have a civil conversation first?
I would love to, if you didn't have my family held hostage.
You see your mother take a step, a nice big heavy step. And he says, I wouldn't, please, dear.
You holding people hostage is not a great first opening move.
How about we have something first?
Leave.
Remember what happened last time you offered me tea?
Yes, I do. It's what brought you here, is it not?
We just watched you destroy an entire city. Leave.
Sometimes sacrifices must be made.
Nothing
Good.
was worth that sacrifice. Leave.
You see your dad start to get like a little bit more of like the gravity of the situation. Be like, what? He's not entirely sure what's going on, but at the moment gets that this is becoming more dangerous and dangerous as the seconds go by. Your mother, you can just hear her the leathery skin of her fingers just wrap around something under the bar. I see his other hand raise. And very, 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 very slowly, an image appears in front of his palm. You seem to me laboring under the assumption that I can only be in one place at once. The image on his hand, Boots, is of your family. A human individual of the same visage sitting at their table, breaking bread with them. No. Who do you think can get to them faster? You or me?
You harm any of them, the thing you care about most will be lost forever.
It appears we have talked. Sit. Tea.
No. Leave.
I'm fine talking.
There's no talking to be had. Leave.
You overplay your hand, young one. Do you really think that you're faster than me?
Does not matter. You kill me, my bag goes away. You don't kill me, I destroy it myself.
Roll an insight check from your book.
9.
9.
Either way, what's lost is lost forever.
You believe you're not entirely. His individual is very, very hard to believe, but the situation that you're grasping here is that the lives of all of your family members, the lives of all of his family members, are the balance here. Is Zemdak willing to sacrifice Argus's family?
I'm crazy right now.
This is also like
So,
super serious. So.
but I don't take it serious.
Argus,
Yeah.
can you please roll an insight check?
I can't take this serious. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
26.
You think Zemdak would be willing to sacrifice your family?
I said if you harm any of them, I'll do it.
You think he's serious?
I expect him to be serious.
You know, well, serious. But you know what I mean? Like,
I'm about to do it.
he's about to do it. And you know what that could mean. The rest of you can roll insight checks as well. Like, not you.
Yeah, I know.
You see that madness kind of burning in his eye. He's making...
He probably now
pretty
sees
good.
madness staring back at him.
Yeah.
It was a fun conversion for madness.
You see the madness in his eye. What did you get?
13.
23.
23. You believe it too. A thumb moves. Loshma. You're home.
I will send it over to Boots. He will kill all of our families.
He takes from us, we take from him. He won't do it.
This doesn't need to be a tit-for-tat situation.
I agree. Tea.
I don't prefer to drink tea.
Then don't drink tea. Sit down. We have much to discuss. This doesn't have to be this way. I don't want it to be this way. I brought you here for a reason. You have a greater destiny.
I believe that. You haven't hurt anyone yet.
I have not.
That we care about.
Do I want to? No. Will I? Absolutely.
He sacrificed an entire city.
He makes
I
a good
know.
point.
The children. That was him. Have you
I don't
forgotten?
want to, but I will.
Have you forgotten his cruelty?
There are worse things than death. The image changes. You see Pernua. Pernua is stretching a rack that Eleazar is upon. It doesn't be this way.
I do remember his cruelty, and Cole just goes and sits.
I understand you don't like options, so let me give you one.
Fine, you guys talk to him, and I'll storm out the door.
The hand goes down. The other hand still twisted, sitting on the table.
And I'm gonna go sit on my pile of stuff. And just like
You gonna go outside?
sit on, yeah.
The pile.
You would want to be
shit.
here for this. Boots.
Not right now. I don't think you want me here.
He's been infected
Suit yourself.
by brainworms.
When I sent you on this path, I did not expect you to be infected with brainworms.
Should have thought of that then, huh?
Alas, not everything is under my...
Did you really set us on this path, or did we stumble upon it and you're using us?
Do you really think you scared me away? Do you really think you defeated me in that cave?
You look pretty fucked up.
Look at me now.
You still look fucked up.
That's
which instance of him? If we defeat one, does all of them go away? No.
Allow me to enlighten you. They are copies of me, but they are very real. And should anything happen to one of us, the others will know. Now, that that's finished, we have much to discuss. And that's where we're going to end it tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. We're going to do the burnt end sometime soon as well, so stay tuned for that. Stay safe out there.